And we're back. I got Joey with me.
Hey, yo.
I got Farrell with me.
Hi.
Joey, nice to have you back. You had all sorts of write-ins last week.
I have those questions on here.
Okay, good. Also, shout out to Cody first and foremost. I got 2 new logos once again.
Nice.
For Nerd Rage for us 3,
work.
and then Nerd Rage After Dark with
The 4 of us.
Gary and Chris.
5 of us.
Added, yeah. So,
What would Gary be?
he's a bull.
Wolf. I knew it.
But no, he's a bull.
I would have gone with hyena.
And, taking the bull by the horns. You know what I mean?
Right. Literally, but
But it actually happened.
Actually, not literally.
figuratively, but really.
So yeah, I got. He sent me them this morning. I'm actually downloading them right now so that I don't forget. And they look good. So that'll be nice to have, and then it feels a little less weird. What else? What else is going on? Big thing for me this week. I mean, it's not technically my nerd week, I guess, but is at the Roots Picnic in Philadelphia this past weekend. There was a Jay-Z freestyle that he did a cappella, where he kind of addressed everything and everyone that has had something to say about him over the past 5 years. And it was
More than 5 years, right?
maybe, but it was stellar.
Oh, good. He hasn't lost his.
Hasn't lost a step.
Well,
Lost his dreads.
he's lost a step in the hair
Yeah,
department, but not in the ability to freestyle. He looked ridiculous.
Yeah, the hair was. Dame Dash said he looked like a microphone.
No, like an old microphone. Like
Yeah, where it's all frayed and what do they call it when you get a sweater and it gets old and it starts getting the little
the lens.
yeah, the little balls all over. There's a word for it. It starts with the S, I think.
I like when people just look however they want.
Yeah. So I think it's a step process. I think that this is step 1, and there's like an old thing with him. It's like if you were like, if for the people that were following him closely, like when he got his hair tight, it usually meant new album was on the way. Like so I think this is step 1. He's got this performance coming up in July that I'm going to miss because my kids have a softball tournament, and I'm obviously father of the year.
well, yeah, because I mean, if people knew how much you wanted it, you'd already have it.
Correct. Correct, Farrell. Correct. So my guess is he's going to have it short and tight by the end of that show, and then that will suggest that new music is on the way.
Could you imagine, like, you go to Yankee Stadium, go to the concert, piece of cheesecake waiting, and a note saying the dog's gone.
Well, then I'd feel guilty. You see, the dog gone, I'd feel guilty at that point, because then I'd be like, well, I don't deserve cheesecake. I don't deserve these tickets.
What if everybody was happy the dog was gone?
Okay, then I'm on board.
Best day ever.
Yeah, best day ever. But he addressed Nicki Minaj. He addressed Kanye West. He addressed Tony Busby, I think is his name, the guy that tried to sue him for the sexual harassment thing, for the sexual assault thing during the Diddy era that turned out being bullshit, where the girl's father came out and was like, that never happened.
Wow.
Like, she said, I drove to Hempstead to pick. I've never been to Hempstead in my life. Certainly not at 2 a.m. What are these people talking about?
Father of the year.
Father of the year. And
Jay-Z listener of the year.
yeah. What if he was just a big Hove fan? And he's like, not on my watch, bitch.
He's like, he thought I had left his phone at the house.
Who else? Dame Dash. He addressed Drake. He addressed just about everyone, everybody, everything, and everyone, and aggressively and forthright. And anyway, it was good to hear him back. It was good to hear him still sharp, and I'm excited. I'm excited about what he's got in store. He said in some interview that he did earlier this year, which he doesn't usually do either, but he was like, I've been playing defense for a long time, man. Time to play a little offense this year.
Yeah, I mean, so it's, we talked about it yesterday. the conversation of like greatest rapper or the top rapper currently. Like Jay, he hasn't put out much
recently.
But it would be cool if he entered the conversation.
Yeah. It's like in a modern day, you're just talking about this like 60-year-old dude.
Yeah.
You know?
And like to me, it would be cool if like Kendrick almost like tipped the hat, was like, take the stage.
Yeah.
And then Drake was like, no, man, that's my title. And then it just gets demolished.
It would be something. He addressed, Dame Dash has had a lot to say about Jay-Z over the past couple of years, and Dame Dash also went live on Instagram, and his teeth fell out of his head when he was talking, and Jay addressed, he was like, teeth tumbling out of your mouth, and somehow I'm who done it. It's a murder mystery. Somehow. His word choice is always made. The Drake line that he said, because Drake said on his album, "The Jig Is Up," talking about old school rappers and such, and he was like, "The jig is up. No, I'm up 10. Keep looking up, champ." Like, rappers looked up a Hove. I never looked up to them. These guys over here got your publishing. Go talk tough to them. It was like, golly, man. So, anyway, it was exciting. And I was thinking to myself, listening to it, I was like, man, there's something about this guy that makes me feel inspired, like, to listen to. And I think even just having him back a little bit in the space, I'm like, man, I can do more. I can work harder. There's something.
Squeeze him for a little bit more entertainment.
Yeah. He's motivational, man. Like, it just makes me feel like I could do anything.
It's like fucking Hugh Jackman. They have him doing this on 99.
Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, it's like that ultimate Cinderella story, of like,
well, not anymore.
Well, he's just been Cinderella for a long time.
Yeah.
It's happily ever after.
But I'm saying, like, currently, like,
yeah,
a billionaire defends his honor.
Yeah, but it's like, imagine, like, you go from the projects, like you're from a housing project, and you're now a billionaire.
So the interesting thing would be today's generation of listeners that like Molina at the very, very high end of it and younger, if he still has that credit of From the Streets.
Yeah, I don't know.
Right, because they don't remember the come up. So
and the truth
they
is,
just look at him now as this fucking chopped unk who has got a bunch of money.
What's interesting is he's like one of the few who was successful and was really from it. Yeah. Like really doing big drug stuff, and made it, and we had a successful career. Like a lot of these drill guys I listen to, they're really from it, but their career is it's not even a flash in the pan. It's it's like when you're trying to get the grill to start and it's more like that. But yeah, so I greatly enjoyed that. And I was actually, interestingly enough, there must have been something in the air, Joseph, because I was at a party on Friday night, and late into the evening when I was pretty tightened up, I was like, something is telling me we got to listen to Jay tonight. We had to listen to Jay tonight. And then Saturday night he came with this.
Jadakiss?
No. And there was just something in the air. Something in the air. I felt it. I
disturbing in the floor.
I heard the footsteps.
Did you hear like the dreads?
Yeah, getting picked.
Oh, God. Crunchy.
I got to show you a picture of it, Joey, because it was wild.
Yeah, I mean, but Dame Dash saying he looked like a microphone was one of the funniest things said about it. It was Dame Dash is a funny dude. Teeth tumbling out, tumbling. It's his word choices. It's always, even like the Drake thing, like calling him champ.
Yeah,
it's like somehow it's not disrespectful and super disrespectful at the same time.
Yes,
do you know what I mean? The teeth can't just fall; they're tumbling out of your mouth. I find that because the thing about it, right? I think about this with any like great speaker or whatever, songwriter, poet, whatever. It's equal opportunity, right? Like the words are available for all of us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? No one has exclusivity or exclusive rights to the words. You know what I mean? Like they're not like
nice.
Yeah,
this like Einstein look.
Well, and also I think there's a part that he's playing at the Roots picnic. And Questlove kind of has the kind of like, I think there might be something going on there, but like, the words are available for everyone. There is equal opportunity. It's just who can put them together the most meaningfully, and that goes for philosophers or, theorists or fucking whoever, but like we all have access to it. It's just who can put them together the best, and I find something about that. Like, I feel like I'm playing on equal ground, where it's like, no, this is, if I can't do it as well, and I don't mean rapping, but I just in talking or putting together ideas or making a point.
Yeah.
It's just that I'm not working hard enough at that skill because there's nothing between me and those words but air and opportunity.
Well, and the little cabinets where you hide.
Yeah, well, I've been putting them recently because the table got too full, I think. And I just was like, oh, I got to put a few. Maybe the table got smaller. Yeah, that's the more scary version of that, isn't it? So anyway, Joey, you got your coffee first. Farrell, how was your nerd week?
Oh, shit. So I watched a movie.
Okay.
So I watched a Ford v Ferrari. Do you see this one? It's from like 2 years ago or something like that.
No, it's a movie about cars.
It's about cars, but not really. It is, but it isn't. I thought it was pretty interesting. So it's about 1960-ish, right? Ferrari had won the 24-hour Le Mans race like 5 or 6 times in a row, and Ford sales were dwindling, and they kind of had this idea to build a faster, more race car-ish Ford instead of the big grand
Truck.
like, no, not truck, but like the older cars were just like bigger and grand.
Oh yeah, the
and
boats
sloped and everything like that.
Yeah.
So, and then them hiring Carroll Shelby, which created the Shelby
Mustang. Yeah,
right? So
I know that from Nicolas Cage in Gone in 60 Seconds.
yeah.
that was his unicorn.
It is an educational film at the end of the day.
So I thought it was a good movie. Like the premise ends up being that it's Carroll Shelby and this guy Ken Miles, who was a World War II veteran / driver, right? But
And
he
flyer.
well, Shelby was a flyer,
Okay.
There you go.
who was like a brash kind of like regarded as a really awesome driver and mechanic, but a terrible people person.
Oh, perfect.
So those two kind of teaming up together and then working kind of with and against at the same time the machine that is Ford, like the company.
Yeah.
So like them being like, no, we think this is going to be the way that you should do it. And they're like, you came to us to build a race car, and now you're telling us who should drive it, what motor we should put in it, all this other stuff. So
Right. Then yeah.
so like an interesting view of that, and it's like a character study of Shelby and Miles. And then I mean, I guess I can just spoil it because it's like,
Yeah. Go for it.
80 fucking years ago, and the movie's based on the true story. So Ken Miles goes on to win 2 of the 3 of the endurance races that were happening at the time. One of them being the Daytona
Okay.
24-hour race.
It's a great idea.
So the drivers would go in 4-hour blocks, and they switch on and off with another driver.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was just
So
one guy, 24 hours.
So
That's what I would think. That was making a more interesting race.
I would make it about two. I would make it about 2 hours tops.
It's endurance, man. Like switching off is not endurance. Yeah,
well, but remember, it's not just about the driver.
it's the car.
It's the car.
Yeah.
The car's running for 24 hours.
Right.
At a ridiculous speed and through tight turns and everything. So he wins those 2, and he is winning the Le Mans. And the Ford marketing director, who's in charge of the racing team, so it's Ken Miles in first, and then the other 2 drivers. One of them was McLaren, who has a car company named after him since.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
And then I can't remember the third. I don't think he has a car named after him.
Loser.
Fucking asshole. So Ken is like a lap ahead, almost a full lap ahead. and they signal to him to slow down, and they want all 3 Ford vehicles to cross at the same time. They think it would be a cool
to fix the race.
A moment.
Yeah.
So
Marketing and branding.
so Ken decides, like, Shelby doesn't want to do it. You know, Ken is like, fuck that. Like, I won this race. I've set records on these laps.
Yeah.
What if you like get the other two to like slow down on purpose so that you can get ahead? I know, I'm just saying.
So they slow down, they cross at the same time, and then there's a rule that says because the other 2 drivers started further back in the pack at the start of the race,
Yeah.
that because they traveled a further
Or distance,
distance
yeah.
in the same time, they award Ken Miles second place. So they take away the triple crown of endurance racing, like something that, like, apparently like only one person has ever won all 3 in the same year, and they take it away from him for just some dumb publicity
Right.
stunt. And they could have had it be like,
Like, why did he do that though? He didn't have to. That's I mean,
that's part of that's part of
yes.
the movie is
Yeah, part of- yeah.
the you know, he's
Because he said it based on true story, so this happened, right?
Yeah.
Like, is that, I don't know, is that legal to fix a race like that? That's fixing a race, right? That's telling somebody to do a certain thing that they're not from, because you can't lose on purpose. In real life, that's like cheating, right?
yeah, but he didn't lose on purpose.
Well, he slowed down on purpose. That's okay, I guess.
I guess.
That's
I don't know enough about.
yeah. I'm just saying this. I don't know what competition is and how we think of what a
Yeah,
fair
it certain doesn't sound like what I think of when I think of competition.
yeah
Yeah, I mean, like, to me, in my mind, I'm like, if it goes like 1, 2, and 3,
yeah.
you know, where it's still the
Oh, right. Where it's like, look, this was the way it was gonna go.
right, but we just close the distance so it's all captured in one photo.
Yeah.
Like that's so. Whatever that's what they actually did. There is a photo of all 3 Fords crossing the finish line at the exact same time. They get lined up and cross, and then he gets second place. And then, you know, he like the movie showing like character growth or whatever the fuck that means. And like, you know, him being more reasonable and nicer to work with. And then in the off season, dies in a fucking car accident.
Nice.
So never gets another chance to go.
Bummer.
So I thought it was a good movie. It was interesting.
Was
Even
it
if you
his
don't-
fault, the car accident?
A lot of controversy. And still hasn't been decided what actually happened. So I don't think we're ever going to get it.
No, you're not at this point.
Yeah.
1966 to now. I don't know. Maybe we'll get the alien people on it. And
Yeah.
they can figure it out.
Whoever that basketball player is for the Spurs, that dude's not from this planet.
Wembanyama,
I guess so.
the 7'4" guy.
Yeah, I mean, even his body. I'm like I was in. We were together but separate yesterday at that moment. But
Same.
yeah. But I was like, clearly this isn't a human being. Like, I'm not even talking about his skill. It's just like you guys are seeing this, right? Like, this is not. He doesn't look normal.
Do
But you
do know
can't
who
say
this guy
that
is?
because on the opposite end of that is little people, and you can't say they're not human.
Yeah, but even
Because
like,
it's just the other side of the spectrum.
yeah, but the like
Have you seen him?
the legs?
Yes. Yeah.
The legs, the arms, it all looks very strange. You know, like, you know, but I don't know. It looks.
It almost looks proportionate on smaller people.
Sometimes,
Some of them.
Yeah.
Not
all.
Dr. Evil's
There's
twin.
two
Dr.
types.
Evil's twin.
I know some normal looking people that got.
That's true too. Short arms. I knew this guy Jay Razor got short arms. Saw him get his ass kicked one time. It was brutal.
And
And them little arms were swinging. It was awful.
Bobby and I know
Awful.
lots of people with short arms and long pockets.
Yeah, deep pocket.
Deep pockets.
Yeah, but yeah, he this dude Jay Razor used to carry around his books like this at school to like
Like a
throw-
T-Rex?
Well, he had to throw you off the trail that he had short arms because he didn't want to walk with them down by his side, so he would like carry his books around. Yeah, exactly. And like
Poor guy.
he got into this issue with this dude Payne, man, and this dude Payne was a fucking menace and aptly named. And oh god, it was brutal.
He's like living through it right now. I can see it. in his
Oh
head.
god, it was so bad. It was so bad. I mean, the dude Payne would have given anybody a run for their money.
Yeah.
Let alone this poor fucker. You know what I mean? It was and I was friends with Jay. Oh god, it was. I was friends. Like I was cool with everybody, but Razor's best friend was like my best friend also,
Yeah.
and he was there. But like I had neighborhood connections to Payne. We were cool. I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't go so far as to say we were friends. We were cool, but there was like I couldn't. There's nothing like I had like it's like there's nothing we can do.
Couldn't you even break it up?
No. Now if it had gone too far,
Yeah.
But like it was like one of those things where it's like, look, man, like this just these guys got us. They got this issue. Neither one of them are willing to yield. They're gonna have to sort it out. And it's gonna be rough for us all.
And Razor had 2 issues.
But it's gonna be particularly rough for you, to my friend,
Yeah.
who's gonna have to watch it, who's seen his best friend. And I was like, but I was like, we can't. I was like, you can't do. Unfortunately, I'm in a tough spot, but we're gonna let these 2 people, these 2 young adults,
Figure it out.
fight it out on their own. Nobody's
It's 1.5 set of arms.
Nobody's getting
Work it out.
Nobody's jumping in. Nobody's getting involved. Emphasis on nobody, as if to say, including you. And we had to sit there and watch it. And it, Joey, it was short
Like his arms.
and somehow very long at the same time, so to speak.
Oh man.
By the way, this this space here is a disaster right now.
It needs to
How
wipe
so?
down what's going on.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's part of the problem
Is it
is
just sticky over there?
is it sticky?
Oh my god.
All right, I'll get it after you leave. Part of the problem is this finish that they use is unforgiving.
Yeah. It's
It's
beautiful.
very unforgiving.
yeah.
Well, I would.
Usually things are like that.
Yeah, there's
It's
also
like pianos. They're beautiful, but you can't touch them.
Right.
probably about 4 ounces of orange juice.
Yeah. Well, on top of this 4 inches of fucking what do they call this?
Resin?
Resin on top of this I can't even find where the table actually is. But looks good.
Yes.
What are you gonna do? Yeah.
Yeah, so I also found out something interesting.
Talk to me.
Not super interesting, but like,
Never mind. Don't talk.
so
Okay.
so Bobby was asking me yesterday if I'd watched Spider-Man No Way Home. And I thought it wasn't on. I was like, well, I got to find out what fucking platform it's
It's
on.
like my Disney.
Right? It is on Disney, but it got added to Disney April 15th of this year.
Yeah, it was because of the Sony shit.
So somehow
Palpatine returned.
Yes.
Palpatine returned after I passed the point in the MCU timeline when Palpatine was
What
dead.
is I supposed
So I was like, how the fuck did I miss this movie?
Yes.
Because I definitely would have been happy about another Spider-Man movie.
Right.
over whatever the fuck else you have to watch?
Over Quantumania or fucking whatever other time traveling nonsense.
Yeah.
The MCU
And it's an
has.
interesting one. It's an interesting one.
Well, I remember the setup from before,
Yeah.
right? Where he's on the bridge and he records,
Yes.
that it's Spider-Man that did it, and here's his
Correct.
His name's Peter Parker.
Correct.
And,
And then you get you have no attachment to the other 2 Spider-Mans, though, do you?
I was gonna let that be a
What?
surprise. I don't know if he knows about that.
Oh, he hasn't watched it yet. Oh.
yeah, that's what I said. I had. Remember, it got added to Disney after I passed.
Anyway, it's an interesting one. It's an
the whole
interesting one.
premise of like
That's like
after like Palpatine returned, but he returned after.
After.
I passed.
However, I would have thought. I'm anxious to hear your
I like the whispering.
as if you
into the
can't
mic,
hear it.
where it's easier for me.
I would have thought. I'll be interested to hear your thoughts because hindsight, just don't use it. Hindsight being what it is. Hindsight being what it is right now. I would have thought it would have stuck more culturally than I feel like it did.
Say that one more time.
I would have thought that film stuck more culturally than it did.
Like how so?
I don't know that it was, I don't know how else to say it. That like, I feel like things from Endgame are still quoted, memes still exist from it. Like it just sort of stuck culturally. And because of how, fan fulfilling that film is in some ways, I would have thought it would have had the same thing. And I don't think it has stuck.
It was also a really It was 23, right? Mm-hmm. A lot of stuff going on at 23.
Yeah, but not as much stuff going on as a couple years prior.
No, but I think that 23 was like fully out of COVID
Yeah.
era, and people are just kind of like cared less about movies.
So but it had a pretty big deal at its time. Like it was like when it came out, also due to the reaction of when it came out and how it was received, I was like, oh, this is going to stick. And then it really hasn't.
It's like, oh, what the fuck?
Yeah. So it's like, anyway, I'm curious to hear your opinion on it because it's a weighted one.
Right. So, had I known that was out, I would have watched it in the last 2 or 3 weeks. Because the problem had been that the two holding me up to getting to Guardians 3
Right.
was the two that I was least interested in watching.
So you think.
Yeah.
I like Guardians 3.
Yeah, it's fine.
Ringworm is like, every time I see him, he's like, "Are you on the Marvels? Can we watch it today?"
That's a rough one.
I'm like, Nick, why do you like to watch me in pain?
Suffer.
So, I mean, it's a thing people like.
Yeah. Tragedy. Everyone likes a good tragedy.
Yeah, so the only other stuff going on, I've had like a pretty nightmarish time at work recently. So, did I tell you about my hard drive failure?
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
So, like 2.5 weeks ago, just a random blue screen of death on my work laptop, which is like the central hub of my operation, which probably my fault that that I have everything kind of all in one spot. But to be fair, the budget that I get for upgrades in that area is not very big.
Yeah.
So had a problem with it. I was actually working on billing for the week. Right. So I was like, oh, well, this might be a nice kick in the boss's side to be like, maybe I should fix this so he can submit the way that we make money. He goes, oh, well, that sucks. How are you going to figure it out? And I was like, well, I'm not sure yet, but all of my designs are on there.
Yeah.
Right. Like I have the seed, like the original designs from 6 years ago saved in another place, but all the advancements that we've made as a company or that I've made are all on that laptop with no backup. And I was like, I'm an idiot for not backing this up. He's like, well, take it to the Geek Squad. And I was like, I don't think you know who those people are, but they're not what you think they are.
No.
Right.
Just as a FYI, there's a pretty good group here in Frederick that's kind of known off Possum Town Pike. I can get you their information.
Okay. So I would go, okay, I'll take it to Geek Squad. He's like, we have an account with them.
Of course you do.
And I was like,
Corporate account.
Of course we do. That's why our technology department is garbage, because the Geek Squad is...
Geek Squad is just a bunch of... Well, some of them are knowledgeable, because I've known some people like in the Geek Squad went way back in the day, but like they're just like people with no formal training, but they give them a suite of software,
right,
that like they just run,
and it's just corporate.
Yeah, bullshit. It's just it's not people who are actually themselves able to diagnose and solve your problems.
Right, like so if it's a transistor on a motherboard, they're gonna be like, motherboard's dead, you got to buy a new computer.
Yeah.
You know.
But I mean your laptop died, but as long as your hard drive is fine, you can extract that.
So the problem is the hard drive is the part that's failing.
Oh no, is it?
And it's an SSD.
Oh no.
Yeah.
What is for the listeners, not for...
It's a solid state drive.
So everything, it's not fit. The old hard drives are an actual disk. So even if mechanically they fail sometimes, you can still extract information. Solid state drives are all electronic. It's just stored as like a program, as memory. So like if anything's corrupted, there's nothing to retrieve. It's just gone.
Right. So, yeah. So the problem I get is it's finding the blue screen comes up and it says no boot program found.
Okay.
So which means that there's an issue with the hard drive
Yeah.
because it's literally not seeing anything.
Yeah.
Right.
It still has BIOS though, right? At least like the computer turns on,
right,
But it
but
just doesn't.
goes like,
There's no operating system on it.
What do you want me to run? Because I don't see shit. So I'm like, I'm really fucked here.
I mean,
This
you
is-
just cross your fingers and hope this is just a connection issue.
Let me see if I can find that contact info while you're talking.
so hold on. So we got a little bit beyond that. So so I unplug everything, take it home with me. Next morning, have an appointment to go to the Geek Squad.
Okay.
Of course.
Like go in, and the guy's like, I don't see any problems here.
Okay.
Like and brings me the laptop, and it's up and running.
Oh, perfect.
And I was like, great. Where are your external hard drives? He's
Yeah.
like, right here. And I was like, great. I will take that one. I bought it, went out into the parking
I would
lot.
have stayed right there at the desk, man. I wouldn't even.
Yeah.
Didn't
Hold on one
turn-
moment.
Didn't turn the laptop off. Didn't turn it off.
Okay. Yeah.
Carried it out, unboxed the hard drive,
Yeah.
plugged it in, saved everything.
Yeah. Perfect.
So
Good.
now, like, I don't have to worry about hundreds of hours of design work being gone. So I saved that folder, right? And I'll get into the other stuff. So I get up and running, start running programs again.
By the way, those Geek Squad guy thinks we're a fucking moron.
Yeah, oh yeah.
What the fuck's wrong with this guy?
And the best part is mutual.
That's fair.
So get back to the shop, start running everything. Everything seems to be good, but I'm like, hey, look, laptop's fixed. It's going to continue to be an issue. We need,
Yeah, you need a new laptop.
we need to replace this. And he's like, oh, I don't know if that's in the budget.
What the fuck do you mean laptops aren't that expensive?
I was like, you don't have $600 in the budget so that I can continue working? And he's like, well, fine. We'll work on it.
What does that mean?
We'll work on it. I was like, okay, whatever. So go to run another program. Like 6 days later, same thing. So now I'm like, I get less and less time out of it every time I.
Yeah, I mean it's
I have to-
dying.
yeah, I
it's
have to
fucking
let-
gasping.
I have to let the whole like the battery run out,
Oh, you gotta drain that bitch. Yeah.
and then for some reason the motherboard will then recognize, or the hard drive will then be recognized.
Strange.
So I don't know.
How old is that thing?
8 years.
Oh, that's old enough. That it
And it's
did
a
its
solid
work.
state drive that doesn't. I mean, they're not.
They weren't the best back 8 years ago either.
Yeah. So
Yeah, that thing put it to rest.
Yeah.
So in the middle of all this, right, I call one of my customers yesterday. And I'm calling him for a different reason, right? Working on another project. One that involves the library.
The library.
Yeah, Bobby.
I know the one.
Right. So I call that customer and he goes, hey, are you calling to get money from me for that thing that you did? And I was like, oh, the boss hasn't called you for that payment? It's the job that I did 3 months ago.
But you have talked about how your boss is
You have.
really nilly about money.
Do you know how much this job is?
How much?
$1,200. That's the $600 fucking profit I need for the goddamn laptop.
Just bill him and
It's
buy a
fucking
$1,200 laptop.
It's crazy. It's like there's money on the like. And another customer called me and said, "Are you ever going to cash this $4,800 check that I sent you back in March?" I'm like, I'll call accounts receivable and see what they're planning on doing.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Wow, I'll have to check the PO box." Like, what the fuck is going on? No wonder we don't have money to buy a goddamn laptop.
What kind of
Fair.
How many is it?
It's
But-
insane.
yeah. I mean, I work for corporate, so like
You know what he needs to listen to? More Hove. He would never leave $1 on the table
Never.
if he was listening to more Hove.
Yeah, that's a lot of things just left by the wayside when there's just a bunch of people doing it and no one's quite sure exactly who's responsible for what. It just goes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just wild that. Yeah. So that's been
That's like the step 3 of a business, right? Like step 1, make a business. Step 2, question mark. Step 3, profit.
Profit. Yeah.
You just even have that part. You just fuck step 3. Step 1, we can start a business.
no. He has everything else, right? It's design the business.
Yeah.
It's create a product. It's market the product. It's sell the product. It's deliver the product. It's the profit.
Yeah, exactly. He got a long question mark.
He's figured out all the question marks.
He got to figure out the hard parts.
It's the answer that everybody has been trying to get to that he just does. He's like,
funny.
Maybe he's altruistic. He just wants to be. He just wants to give
what if he was just here to prove your college thesis wrong?
No, because no, it's not possible. Not possible. Did I talk about that on here?
Yeah, we've talked about it. It's come up a number of times. I love it.
Yeah, I love that one.
Yeah.
So other than like pulling my hair out at work, feeling like I was losing years of my creative product all at once, which was
because
I didn't sleep well for a couple of nights.
Yeah,
It
I
sucks.
can imagine. I've
sucks,
lost shit
dude.
before. Because it's not just about like the time. It's about like you don't. You might not even really get back what you to rework it back to where you are. It'll be
Right.
it'll be a different product.
Well, so yeah, and the other thing is like the level of the thing that we're at now. It's version 27.
Yeah.
Right. So like to know the kind of end result, but to not remember version 23 that led to 24,
Yes.
which led to this epiphany of this is how we're going to do this.
Yep.
Like
You can't.
that's incredibly
You
hard
can't
to
get that back.
recreate
Yeah.
that thought process.
Because it's not just science; it's an art. When you're like thinking through a thing and designing a thing, you're not gonna think the same way twice from like 6 years ago.
Yeah.
I
The amount of driving that I'd have to do in order to, because that's where most of my problem solving comes.
Oh.
Is when I'm driving, when I'm like not listening to
I get
anything.
it. I get it from walking. Like
Yeah, it's like when I can just kind of be like, I've driven this road 1,000
Yeah,
times. I don't need to think about what exit
Yep.
I'm getting off at.
You get all the processing power on you.
not distracted by anything else that I have to do, or because I have to do this driving thing. I
almost-
have to
Yeah,
do
you
it.
could also watch YouTube while you're doing it.
No, you can't.
I definitely do.
No, you shouldn't.
So
No, you shouldn't.
for me, it's almost like I have to be working at 5% of like just doing a basic function to allow the creative part that's like in the background
Yeah.
to
Just enough to focus you to have to like be conscious.
Yeah.
But then be able to think
Yeah.
about this stuff.
Without thinking about like, so I was laying in bed last night and all of a sudden I started thinking about a System of a Down song.
Yes.
And I was trying to remember all the lyrics at 3:30 in the morning in bed.
You could have looked it up, but
And
no. You
and
gotta think about
I got
it.
to like the third like stanza where I'm like, oh yeah, I can't remember what he says right there. And then I was like, it's 5 a.m. What
I love it.
What is wrong? Who is the terrorist in my head that's like,
Yeah, it's you. Look in the mirror.
what should you do for the next 2.5 hours when you try to sleep? Think about a 1998 System of a Down song.
Yeah, I had lost my computer. I think a year and some change ago now, and I want to say this before I continue the rest of the story. I am ultimately responsible for my actions. Okay, I made the decisions to make the purchases that I make. Nobody put a gun to my head. Nobody forced me to. Nobody twisted my arm. I made a choice to buy that computer. I used my money to buy it. It is on me. Now. Not even a but, just a now. Hard drive also went up on it. And they were like, when I took it to these people, they were like, well, look, like, did you have this thing like custom rigged? And I was like, well, kinda. And the truth is that Adam and Pam suggested that I buy local instead of like from a box store and
Support local businesses.
support local businesses. And I did. And this guy there told me all this stuff he could do to make it more efficient and blah, blah, blah. and he installed this like secondary hard drive with a secondary fan. And the people that were working on it was like, well, the problem is we can't, if it was just a normal situation, we could probably get it going again, but we can't get the fan powering this other hard drive and then power that. Like, we can't do it all. So I don't know. I mean, do you need a paperweight? And I think about it quite often.
Yeah.
But I mean, I had everything, like all my like promo stuff, thumbnails, profile pictures, avatars, logos.
Thumbnails in the heart.
Yep. Logos for everything. The layered work for logos. I had a full blown out version of Photoshop that now you have to rent monthly. You can't buy it anymore. Gotta rent it monthly. All of it, everything was on. I had music that I'd made, tracked out, isolated, individual, like just irreplaceable. You had to start over.
Well, and the big thing that I don't have access to right now that's like kicking me in the ass is I have all of my production notes on there. So, I get an email, I put in there like what is ordered, who it's ordered by, what their purchase order number is, who it's going to, and then I buy the shipping label and I save a copy of before I print it out in that folder with it so that I can go back and track down all the stuff. So now customers are calling me like, hey, did you ship this?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I hope so.
Yeah. But that one really went up on me. I had one before go up on me, but even that, like it runs fine. The screen failed.
Yeah.
So like you can wire it to a different and can get everything you need, but it's just like the screen itself failed. Like, but man, I feel your pain.
Yeah,
like,
and I don't know.
It feels like somebody like robbed you.
Yeah.
Like they emptied your bank accounts when you weren't looking. Like,
it's worse than because you make money back. This shit you can't get back.
Yep.
That's why I'm crazy. I have like 2 external hard drives I back shit up onto regularly.
Yeah, I have one, and then I have a
I don't really do anything
cloud.
important.
And
Yeah. Well, you're a changed man, Bobby.
Yeah.
When I first met you with your fucking Otterbox and your fucking phone,
well, I still got OtterBox.
yeah, but like it was a brick. It was like a big old brick, and then it was old, and you don't upgrade it, and you're like, I have all my shit on here, my baby's videos and stuff. I'm like, you have it backed up and stuff, and you're like, no, it's fine.
Oh no, that's my Droid. That's my Android.
Right, but like back in the day, you didn't care about backing stuff up. You're like, yeah, I'll be fine.
Yeah, well, I didn't understand.
And I was telling you, like, bro, those are irreplaceable, like baby pictures and stuff.
Yes.
And you were just like, nah, it's fine.
So I don't, and I'm sure. So the Android that I had was like it was like the first one. It was like the Motorola
first just
Android
Droid,
where you slid the fucking thing up.
Yeah, Droid, yeah.
So, and I'm sure it's automatic now with droids and shit. This isn't a droid dig, but when I switched everything over to Apple and then everything came with a backup system for the cloud and shit anyway, then my phone, my photos and all that shit's been fine. But like that's the shit I was trying to get you to get on your computer because you have a PC.
Yeah.
And your computer was like, I don't know what this is.
Yeah, it was so old.
Yeah.
It was just like, what the fuck?
The only thing I have a problem with on the cloud would be like, I'm not sure, I haven't gone to look, but I assume that part of like the user agreement with like Google Drive is that they get access to whatever's on there.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Who reads EULA anymore?
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, so
But never paste?
Like they did a whole episode on fucking.
Okay, it is coming. I believe in you.
and I get bleeped.
Well, I'm quoting a show.
Yeah, but it's funny, but it's true. Like the whole South Park thing is like, yeah, you don't read it, and then you get fucked over, and then you still don't read it because it's just too much.
It's too much.
Nobody has time for it.
The ask is ridiculous.
You either just don't use the thing,
Yeah,
or you just like fuck it. You can have my fucking soul.
A lot of people misinterpret that episode about them. They are taking a shot at personal accountability.
Yes.
But it's a minor shot. It's a throwing star.
Yeah.
The bullet is aimed at the amount of shit of the ask that they're asking people to try to
Yes.
read and agree to.
Yeah,
And so like I've gotten to the point now where I'm seriously considering not having like a Gmail or anything like that, because it's bothered me from the very beginning. The whole like predictive
Text.
and then the summaries of your conversation at the top. I'm like, oh, so AI is consuming my personal email.
Well, depends by consume, but yeah.
I mean, it's reading it. And it's understanding
But
enough to summarize it and then suggest to me what I should.
And I'm pretty sure that motherfucker's lying to me. I'm pretty sure. So, like, do you know that it's not supposed to have access to like social media comments?
Oh, it definitely does. It has access to everything.
But it'll tell you like There was one time where I was asking it to try to do a sit down Saturday of bullet points of negative comments in YouTube videos of mine.
Yeah.
You know, so that I wouldn't have to search through them all.
Yep.
And they were like, we don't have access to YouTube comments.
Yeah, no, yeah, AI, yeah, no, they lie, but it's, well, you can't because it's not a person. It doesn't know it's lying. Because because like I said, I've been playing D&D with AI. It would say I can't do something, but I'll regenerate. I'll just be like, try again. And then sometimes it will just do it. I'm like, so you can.
Right.
Yeah, but it doesn't know its own capabilities. But people, I don't understand why in 2026 people still have the illusion that shit isn't listening to you. I was watching something about fucking Austrian dessert randomly on TV.
I believe
I don't use smart TVs just because I use my PlayStation.
Oh, right.
That's not linked to any account.
Right.
And then, like, my feed started having this weird Austrian dish. I'm like, I mean, just listen. I'm not surprised. I'm like, this was my point.
Yeah.
It just
And I think oftentimes it's not salacious. It's just to sell you shit.
Yep.
yeah.
But it's
the
about
information
the
is there,
potential.
too.
It's about the potential.
Yeah.
So for me, like,
But
backing
where are you
up,
going to go, though?
I don't know, but backing up my designs
Yeah.
on Google Drive,
Yeah.
like, I'm not sure I want.
The thing about that access is processing power and memory, right? So, like, yes, it does do what you're saying with text and stuff, but, like, I'm not sure the fucking data centers.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, but like, what would it be? Because just a sheer volume of fucking data vomit we're giving every day, right? Every single person right now is texting nonstop and taking pictures of fucking inane shit nonstop.
And buttholes.
Yeah, and buttholes. That's important stuff. That's not inane. That's anus.
In anus.
But like, it's no one's sifting through all that.
I'm not saying that somebody is.
Nor is it getting really. I'm not sure if most of it is getting like saved in a spot where people want to look at because it's dumb shit no one cares about. But yes, there's a possibility of it. But I mean, I like it.
I had a great conversation. I guess this is technically my nerd week, but Friday afternoon for the show Like and Subscribe, which you can find on Patreon, Pharaoh.
I subscribe.
Yeah. It's a show called Like and Subscribe that I do with TM Reviews about making content and the shit that goes along with it, right? And we had a write-in from Leo Prime, a listener who was critical of our, in his view, which I think was a bit misguided. We talked about it, but of our sort of like laissez-faire attitude regarding the morality of AI, right? And he wrote in and gave us a fucking bloody talking to, Joseph, I'll have you know. And listening to it, I was like, look, I think this guy has misunderstood my position on this. You know, and it's so much of a misunderstanding. This is probably beyond answering an email for a show. Yeah. This is a conversation. Why don't we reach out to him and see if he'll have a conversation with us? And he was willing to. We had a fantastic,
amazing
2-hour conversation on AI, its implications, its repercussions, the kind of like, you know, slippery slope, but also the like, it's here, it's not going anywhere, necessity, like, you know, but it was one of those conversations where I was equally as happy having it when we were agreeing as I was when we were disagreeing. You know?
Yeah.
So like, yeah. Remind me to send it to you. I'll send it to you. It's a good one. It's a good one.
I love it.
Coming, I think July or August. To be
But so like,
Hopefully, again, well, before that too. I don't want to wait till July to come.
I mean, no, not June.
yeah.
But wait, I mean, the thing is, you can't take it nowhere because you can't go nowhere else because everyone's using it.
Yeah.
Like even the most fucking mundane shit is using it.
And it's using it without your permission now.
Yeah,
You know,
it's
like-
just on Google. Like you Google something, it has AI.
And it provides you the AI answer, even when I would prefer you. Maybe this is a situation where I don't want you to give me the AI answer.
Yeah.
I want.
I've seen it a lot on Instagram posts too now, where it'd be like the video above depicts, and I'm like, I can fucking see that.
Not everybody can see that.
No. Like the dumbest videos where it's like a guy on a skateboard, and then he ollies up onto.
And then the skateboard's riding him somehow. And
No, it's a real video,
Oh.
and then AI is giving me the description.
Oh,
It's like here you'll see a young man riding a skateboard, and then he jumps the skateboard and then performs what's called a grind. And I'm like, yeah, who the fuck doesn't know that?
right.
Why do we waste 3 bottles of water for you to generate that?
yes,
Yeah.
because eventually it would say that it's a guy riding a bike. No, and then people are just like, oh, this guy riding a bike.
Yeah.
That's the ultimate fucking horror of it all.
Quad cycle?
Yes, it's that it's you're gonna start being told what you're seeing and hearing instead of using your own ears and eyes. That's the ultimate dystopia.
Yeah.
I mean, we're kind of there.
Yeah, we're
now.
kinda there.
We're kind of there. They're trying to do it, but there's still people who are like, no, that's not what I'm seeing. But eventually, we'll have enough brain rot to just be like, yeah, fine, whatever.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm sorry.
I mean, you know how I feel about that shit. I think you were here when I was said like I put a timer on myself now on social media. Like I'm barely on there.
I'm not on it. I'm just not. Yeah, it's good.
So like
But you have to be because it's part of your like
yes. So like I use it for promotional process, but I'm talking about when I
friends too. You have friends on there.
yes, but when I'm talking about when I'm scrolling.
Oh yeah.
When I'm scrolling, I put a 5-minute marker on myself now, and if I go longer than 5 minutes, so to speak, which to be fair, but anyway, if depends on the amount of alcohol. So, I have to pay it back. So I have to listen to an album I haven't listened to before. I have to read something I haven't read before. I have to look at art I've never seen before. Like I have to pay it back.
this doesn't include the reels that I send you.
No.
That's not scrolling.
Yeah, it's not
That's a
scrolling.
that's a
I
message.
didn't want to take away from you.
Yeah, no.
I
It's
probably send you 6 minutes a day.
yeah, it's it just so like okay, you can play this game, but you got to pay it back. You got to treat your brain to some. You know what I mean?
yourself, Bobby.
Yeah, your brain is eating Fritos right now, and you got to treat it to some prime rib. You know.
Joey, did I send you any of the, and I don't know how to say this.
Okay, am I ready to write down the time?
Any of this person's videos?
No.
With the voice.
To be fair, it depends on what you send it because I'm really. I said I was going to keep up with our chat on Instagram. I just have not logged on Instagram.
So it's a very, very, very passable. I would say attractive. Transsexual male to female that does these reels where they play mind games with you by changing their voice from their male voice to their female voice
And the female voice is
believable.
very, like,
Believable. The whole package is believable, so to speak. Pun possibly intended though.
yeah.
I'm interested.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's impressive. It's impressive. It's like
She's
it's
in Thailand sometimes.
it's like watching somebody do like go in and out of like here I am talking like and then I'm talking like a normal person and then I'm like it's like that, but it's
I'll show you after that.
Great.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive.
I think that's about it
That's
for me.
Joey, how's your 2 weeks been?
What is this? I watched The Burrows. It's a miniseries.
The Burrows?
Yeah, Burrows.
Okay.
It's a miniseries on Netflix, sci-fi. I enjoyed it. It's got the Doc Ock is the main
Villain?
actor.
Or actor, character.
The
okay.
character, the guy who played Doc Ock. And it's good. This is about an old people community in the middle of like the desert or something.
Okay.
And it's called The Burrows. And everyone seems very happy there. But
But underneath
Old people in a desert?
that
But
facade.
Yeah, there's some fuckery going on, and it's like it's a sci-fi horror question mark fantasy that is quite enjoyable. The characters are like endearing. They're like older people, but like not super old. Like Gina Davis is in there, and she's yeah. The cast is great, and if you want, I'm enjoying like how you like enjoying movies, Bobby. I'm enjoying miniseries. I want something longer for me to sink my teeth into, but yeah, just like that lady right there. But not like an ongoing series that I feel like they're going to drag out forever. So, and Netflix is doing the most with miniseries.
It's like a limited,
Yeah, like 6 to 8 episodes.
right? But like limited in seasons, or just no second season.
Maybe no second season. Maybe sometimes they come up with a second season. But like, there's no expectation there at the end.
Yeah, I'd like to see more of. So even if they had multiple seasons, that the whole storyline is contained.
Yeah.
Yes.
In a brief.
Yeah. Like
I,
arcs. That's what I'm always talking about. I want arcs. I don't want cliffhangers. You can lead me to think there's more, but I don't want that shit to be unresolved by the end.
I agree with you. This is a time where you have said something, and you and I both passionately agree, but we just mean the words differently. Netflix is doing the most.
So that HBO one with the hotel,
Okay. Yeah.
I can't remember.
White Oleander? No, that's
White Lotus.
White Lotus.
okay. White Oleander is a different movie with Michelle Pfeiffer, which is really good.
It is good.
So like that's the kind of thing I wish
You would have, of course, you would have seen it. You're a cultured man.
that they had made more of, where like the whole story is contained in one season.
Yeah, but you can have more.
But we can just do other stories
Yes.
in the same world.
Right.
Yeah. I'm good with that. But yeah, The Burrows is if you like, sci-fi fantasy, and you like old people,
Horror, desert,
Question mark?
dry old people.
dry old people.
I like old people.
Is that a good creature in it?
Well, I'll tell you,
It's not spoiler because
Dry
you're gonna see
old-
it in like the first 5 minutes. You're gonna see a creature.
dry old people cannot be as depressing as wet old people. Because Cocoon is fucking heartbreaking.
Cocoon's a great movie.
It
That's
is
a great movie.
but it's I can't watch it. That's another one that's like if I watch it, it's like God went in my head and opened the faucet, and liquid is just pouring out of every part of my face, eyes, mouth. I'm drooling on myself. Nose is running.
It's a sad concept.
Fucking sad.
Yeah.
Turning you into a wet old person.
And a lot of people don't get it.
Yeah, I agree.
They're like, "Oh, that was a fun movie." I'm
Fun,
like,
yeah,
"How was it
yeah.
fun?"
No, no, it's not.
They're not thinking about it hard enough.
Yeah.
I just finished last night Murder Mindfully season 2. I talked about this. I was watching this German miniseries, 8 episodes of a German series that is dubbed in English. That's good enough. It's interesting. It's about a lawyer guy who one of his clients is a mafia boss. Start taking mindful lessons with a psychiatrist, whatever they have over there, and then got real chill. And then killed this mafia boss and took over accidentally. And, of course, hilarity ensues after that. And he has to continue running this
Crime family.
crime business, pretending to be a go-between of the boss who's quote-unquote in hiding. And season 1 ended with... The arc ended, but there's more to come. And this was also a very fulfilling season. It was good. It's like the guy is not necessarily a bad guy, but not necessarily a good guy. He's like he's a believable. Well, the circumstances are very unbelievable. But like,
Passable.
yeah, passable. But he's like, I can't fault this guy for what he's doing. Like he got himself in this situation, and then like one thing leads to another, and in real life it happens. You try to cover up a bad thing, and then it just gets fucking worse and worse, and you just. But human nature and self-preservation is like you just keep going.
The truth will have its day.
Yeah,
It's one of my favorite quotes.
yeah. But those character arcs and changes, not like the same guy from season 1. All the other characters also. I quite enjoyed that. Again, miniseries that I can enjoy.
I'm watching a miniseries as well.
Do you not finish?
No, I'm on episode 4.
Okay.
But I'm greatly enjoying it.
Oh, I told you this comment already, but I just want to tell people.
Yeah.
This was from 2 years ago.
Hold on, I just want to give the full quote. It's from Dark Knight Rises. Maybe it's all time we stop trying to outsmart the truth and let it have its day.
And that's not a human nature thing.
Yeah.
We don't like that, and as a whole.
Yeah, that shit is ill.
I was asked about Iceman,
Oh, the record.
the record,
Yeah,
like
from
2
Drake.
days after.
Yeah.
So what do you think of it? They know I'm not a big music guy, but they would have thought I was
right.
No, they were wrong.
Just because it's such a, like a
Yeah, big thing. I said
moment.
I said I don't know, but I have a good friend who is a subject matter, and then I recited what you said, and they were like, "Fuck," because they were gushing on it.
Right.
They were like, "Oh, this genius is fucking great," and I was like, "My friend Bobby thinks the lyrics and stuff are great, but like the music is kind of trash and unmemorable," and they were like, oh, "Fuck, I can't hum it."
Yeah.
And then I was like, you know, my friend Bobby is really good at music.
Yeah.
And he looked kind of bummed. And I was like, oh, well, I didn't mean to shit on your day, but
yeah, I had to be careful with that kind of stuff because I can be the aunt at the picnic sometimes. But
when you're right though.
we just had a
Like as opposed to the uncle.
well, we just had a discussion recently. I got it. I'm the joy police.
Yeah.
So Laura called me recently, or somebody called me the fun police, which was some bullshit because I'm the one bringing the fun to the motherfuckers half the time.
Hi, Robert D. with your scheduling.
Yeah.
Scheduled fun.
Yeah, but and then Jana was like, "No, he's the joy police. He doesn't want you having too much joy if he feels like it's not earned,
Keep that shit down. Take it down a notch.
and it's not wrong."
I think you're the
You don't deserve this much joy. Enjoy a little bit less.
well. You're not the fun police. You're the fun orchestrator,
Yes,
right? As long as it's your fun,
yes. Or
and the group is allowed to have fun with you.
yes.
But if they get too much joy that is undeserved,
Then we got to figure out. We got to figure out if we should be having that
then
much.
we got to
joy.
see them tickets.
Let's at least question it.
Tickets, please.
And,
Let me see a receipt. How much joy did you purchase in this event?
so I can go sometimes and let me I had a Zoom meeting recently on Patreon, which is also a place where you can subscribe. Farrell, we were talking about it.
$10 a month.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
can
I
talk
thought-
to Bobby.
Oh, it's only 10?
Yeah,
I thought that was in the $20 tiers. That's a great,
not yet.
That's a great deal.
$20 tier doesn't exist yet.
It's a great deal. For $10, you can join a free Zoom meeting.
yeah. But on there was a line of questioning that came my way. Well, I'm not. Once again, I'm responsible for my actions, the things that I do. But I was prompted, perhaps to go down this, and I ended up going on this rant of why entertainment sucks these days.
Yeah, it's shit on everyone's fun.
And I didn't let off. I should have let off. And I didn't. I didn't let off the gas. I just kept going.
Was Laura
going.
there?
Of
course.
Citing more sources, bringing more.
Egging it on?
Yeah. No. She's no. She's just there like this, like holding the phone for me. and she's probably even she'll do this from time to time, like you're going too far. And I'll be like, and look at this. And you know why that doesn't work? You know why people aren't talking about it? And then I'm like, oh, and then here's everybody's so excited for this. But what's your favorite line from it? What's your favorite moment from it? Tell me a song on a soundtrack. Tell me anything about that fucking film. I'm going and going and going. And then I think my closer was, I was talking about this show that I'm watching now, which is I've seen before, but I'm just rewatching it. And I was like, and it's fucking amazing. And it was fucking amazing then, and it was fucking amazing now. And you know what it is? Different. It's different from what I'm having to be forced to watch now. So don't tell me that shit's as good as it used to be, because it's fucking not. That's how the Zoom call went.
Perfect. This is what I signed up for.
But that quiet part afterwards,
Yeah.
Same. Same. It was maybe even longer. And then I even said, I was like, I think I went too far.
People are like,
I think I went too far.
Well, I got to start cooking family Sunday dinner.
And watching this bullshit.
Yeah. And it's and most of the time I'm genuinely and generally happy to let people enjoy whatever they want. It's just when they get too much joy that whoop, whoop, okay, pull over,
Papers, please, papers.
pull over.
Fuck.
It says here you get 5 minutes of joy. By my records, you've had 7. I'm gonna need 2 of those back.
License and information on what you're enjoying. I'm afraid I'm gonna have to ask you to step out.
You're not gonna enjoy this.
Now, if I think you should be enjoying it, I will enjoy it with you till the last moment.
Now, what happens if you think that I should be enjoying something and I'm not?
Then I try to indoctrinate you. Like I try to bring you into the church of joy. Really.
Look, you're gonna fucking enjoy this, and it's the last thing you do.
Hold on, you're not listening. And Matt, turn that TV off in the other room, please. He can't hear what I'm trying to say to him.
Enjoy this.
No. Maybe if you looked at the words as you were listening. Then you know what? I think you need a video on it too. Let me bring the video up, and then you read this, look at the words, and watch the video in the background.
And then you go explain to them.
Clear my schedule the rest of the week.
And then stand right beside you. Huh? You getting it yet? Like, I feel like you're almost there. Like, run it back.
Toothpicks in the eye.
All that, like, yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, it's true.
You just have a very specific idea of what joy is.
Well, I know. No, I just have some parameters as to how much I'm going to tolerate you enjoying it. You know,
I have a coworker, multiple coworkers actually, who are grandparents, and some of them is our age, and I was just thinking how Bobby's not too far from being a grandpa. Realistically speaking, he could be.
Yeah.
I mean, biologically speaking,
he can be
a
tomorrow.
grandpa anytime now.
9 months.
I don't think tomorrow.
10 months.
Okay.
Well, maybe 8 or 7, depending on how, wear a hoodie for a couple months. I don't notice it. You know? These fucking kids in their oversized hoodies these days.
But with reasonably under normal circumstances, you're within grandpa range within a few years. That's crazy
It is.
to me.
You know how long it is for me? A long.
Me, yeah,
I'm ready for it.
If I have a kid right now, it's gonna be at least like 15 to 18 years before I get a grandkid out of it.
I'm ready for it. I don't want to be one yet. Mainly for them, not for me. But like I'm ready for that. Dude, like they'll be like, "Hey, can you watch the kid?" I'm like, 100%. I'll have the leash for the dog ready for you to pick up. You take this dog, and I'll take the kids. And I'll watch them little motherfuckers. But I fucking love kids. You wanted more. Yeah, I did.
When I met you, you wanted 6.
Yeah, and the only thing that stopped me from having 6 is Jaina's fault. It's Jaina. Jaina was such a rough baby that it took me. I mean, Jaina's turning 18 this year. Selena turned 13 this year. It took me 5 years letting the scars heal to be like, okay, I'll try that again. And Selena was really no problem.
Yeah.
So Selena was turned 13, baby's turning 10. That was just a 3 year. Like that was, Selena ended up being a problem later on, but you
never know with kids.
Yeah, you never know. But like I'm all for it. Like I love kids, man. I do. I fuck with them. Honest.
There's 2 different games I went through with the same theme. They came out kind of together. Their stories are completely different, but they have the same theme. So one's called Subnautica 2. People should know it. It's you are on a water. It's like Water World. You're on a water planet, and then
Great movie.
amazing, right? And you just have to explore and collect things. It's very high sci-fi. You have all kinds of technology, but the main crux of it is that like you are a printed person.
Printed.
Yeah, you stepped off from a pod.
Okay.
Out of pod, and you're
3D
printed.
You're produced.
You're produced, and your memory is that you're you, but like you owe some corporate a huge amount of money, so you have to work for them, right? So like if you die, they just print you again, and you have to keep working it off.
So it's now
But they can't print us yet.
that we think.
That we think. But when you're like in this world, people just think, oh yeah, we just kind of live forever. If we die, we just get printed because your memories continuously. Every time you go back to the pod to sleep, like it re-uploads your current state of consciousness, your memories and stuff. So when it prints you from the last time you slept, basically. So you are growing. It's not like they printed you from 10 years ago with no memories. But the question is like, will they they could print you from an older version. You don't know. When you wake up from the pod, you don't really know
Right.
who you are.
It's day one ish for
You, right? And this is it resurrection? Because like the other person, like the other you died. Well, if they printed multiples of you, and this other game is called Directive 8020. It's got a mixed review. But I enjoy this type of game. It's like a story, almost like choose your own adventure game. It's like watching watching a movie, and then you get to pick different routes. It also is the same kind of concept. I'm gonna spoil it. It's kind of new, but there's a huge plot twist at the end, and I'm gonna spoil it now.
skip ahead.
So skip ahead if you haven't experienced Directive 8020.
How
yet.
do I skip ahead?
You don't get a choice. Unfortunately, that's part of the price of being here.
Oh man, I thought it cost $10 a month.
Can you imagine if to pay $10 a month to have a seat here?
I do.
Oh, I don't. I'm grandfathered in.
I'm technically paying $12 a month to have a seat here.
It's $12 a month. It's $12 a year.
It's $120, I think,
Oh, okay. Okay.
to keep.
He's paying for us.
keep
We
her
should owe him $4 each.
I give him the $10 a month.
That's true. That's true. And I don't. Yeah, I mean, I'm always like, man, like, because in my head, I'm always like, man, and I could do this and I could do this. I'm like, man, how much am I going to ask of these motherfuckers? Like, like, it's fucking ridiculous.
I mean, that's how you met Robert. Robert, he paid to have a seat at Shattercast.
Yeah, I don't even mean money wise. I mean time wise. Like,
You ain't never offered nobody a paid seat here.
no, and I probably will not. Those were different times.
Did you need cash more back then?
100%. 100%. I mean, we were trying to. I mean, that old shit with Robert D. We were trying to get T-shirts made.
Yes.
You
Yes.
know.
The keychains and keychains and all that
Yeah,
stuff. Yeah.
yeah.
That was like 10 years ago.
Yep.
So the actually the end spoiler is so you wake up in a pod also, but you were in hypersleep because you're traveling a far distance. Your mission is you're a scouting mission for this planet that Earth has found to be terraformable. We can make this livable. You're the scout. We froze you. It's a ways away, but we have the technology to go there in 2 years. It's like 4 light years away or something, but you can get there in 2 years. So they freeze you. And then behind you, there's going to be a colony ship. So you're supposed to set shit up, and then the colony's supposed to come and plant shit down.
Right.
What you find is like aliens instead. Like alien, not like running around alien, but like alien, like goop. Disease, maybe?
Okay.
Cells. Yes. Whatever. Goop. Alien shit.
All right, so we're on the Goop planet.
We're on a goop planet.
It's like Galvatron when he was on the when Galvatron got sent to that like mental health planet.
That guy needed it.
Yeah.
Galvatron is fucking insane.
Like that's like, I love just quick detour like season 3 of Transformers gets a lot of shit.
Yeah.
I enjoy a lot more of those ideas and concepts than easily season 2 and even a few from season 1. But like just the idea
Is this Clone Wars?
yeah. So like Galvatron was like a lunatic in Transformers, and like it was like costing the Decepticons victories. So like
imagine though, fucking leader of a country being insane and just costing.
I couldn't possibly fathom that unless we go back in history to like yesterday.
so the top ranking like generals, for lack of a better term, of the Decepticon army like basically tricked him into going to this mental health planet to like get therapy. And like, but when he got there,
good.
there was like
1985?
there was like all this sticky shit on the planet. So he was
Wow.
like literally stuck there, and he couldn't free himself. So he ended up like playing the game, to get, and then like got free, and then just went back to lunatic mode.
He got gooped up.
Yeah, gooped up.
But yes, I think people hate on season 3 because how it came about. But like it's different. That's the way.
more sci-fi.
That's how you get different shit though.
It's more sci-fi
Yeah.
than like adventure.
I liked it.
I did too.
But anyway, so this you got gooped. The ship got gooped. You crash land, and then they're like, "Fuck, we're fucked." But then they find more crash ships, and then they find more crash ships. It's the exact same ship, and then what you find out is that Earth there's no colony ship behind them. There's just more of the same ship. They've been cloning the same crew and sending it to this planet over and over again to study this goop without telling them. So how they got the crew to begin with is they tell the Earth is getting fucked as it is, and they're trying to terraform. They are trying to terraform planet, but somehow
So it's
somehow.
like it's in like 8 years.
Yeah. Well, it's 2070, something like that. So they have colonized. They've mentioned it. We have colonized Mars. But somehow fucked that up too.
Do you know that we might be alive in 2070?
Yeah. For sure.
That's depressing.
Science.
It's unlikely.
Science is getting good.
It's only
It's unlikely, but
45 years.
yeah.
Yeah, but I'm 45.
Yeah. People live to 990.
People do, not this one.
It's possible.
Yeah, anything's possible.
Anything's possible. But so like somehow humans fucked up Mars too. So now they look further. So yeah,
Uranus?
we've been looking there for a while. But obviously production.
That's the only place you don't want to find something. Am I right?
Nice. But I guess producing ships are easy. It's just having a habitable planet. So they've been they told this crew that, look, we're going to train you guys. You guys are top of the best, and we're going to send you over to do this mission. So when they get into their frozen pod to travel, they actually just scanned them and then like woke them up later in the day. It's like, by the way, you're not going. We just scanned you. And there's no mission. We're going to send your clones to go do this thing. So like there's more dilemma on that. And they have to sign off on this. Somehow you still have to sign off on this shit. Part of the story is like one of the crew having a hard time wrestling with this idea of signing off on having her clones sent. So every
They
time,
got women out there too.
yes, quite a few.
No wonder it keeps
It truly is the future.
it keeps failing.
So this crew finds out that they're 13th, and then there's just more to come. And every time a crew wakes up on board the ship, they think they're the original people going on the mission because they have no memory of the deception because they were copied before then.
Right.
So I was like, that I just had to sit and think about that concept for a long time of like, because it's far off and maybe impossible, but humans, as far as we know, are constructs, right? If you recreate every single molecule, every single atom of our body into itself, then not us, like cloning it, like technically it would be us with the same consciousness because our memories are just neural pathways that we're continuously making.
Well, that we think.
As far as we know.
Yeah.
So if you can recreate your exact atomic structure, that would, in all intent, condensing purposes, be you.
Yeah. So there's a
That was a funny night.
it's like Star Trek and the
Teleporter.
Teleporter.
Yeah, that was a contentious idea too. That
right,
like
because people would be like, it's not the real it's not the original person. It's just reconstructed from different atoms. That person is gone.
is dead. You vaporized. You
vaporized.
The difference is they didn't atomize you and then recreate you somewhere else. That they atomized you in that field and then they sent you
Those atoms.
Yeah, those atoms. So you're still made of the same stuff.
Oh.
But that's still questionable though. You got fucking
Did you put-
disintegrated
give it
and
the
put
right
back
spot?
together. Yeah. So
Like, how would you like if you had a little mole on your arm and it moved an inch? You probably wouldn't know.
you would
No, but not only that, like a single
a single
oxygen
it's somewhere else
molecule
instead.
is just over.
Is that still you?
They need an oxygen, but it's not like that particular one.
Yeah, but you certainly wouldn't know that one. I was
Yeah,
trying to use,
definitely,
I was trying to use
something's-
the mole because you might.
you
There's
might.
a fighting chance.
Yeah,
You're
you look
like,
at
"Is that
Mary-
motherfucker?
A little bit higher.
Was he? I swear to God. Let me go look at photographs.
And then you're like, man, I need to lose weight.
But yeah, so I'm just thinking, just thought experiments. If this was possible, like, what does that make the new people?
So
Is that
think-
you, or is it a different person? Because yeah.
So think about, when we talked about people fucking your dead body.
Yeah, you can do that if you want.
Right.
Maybe.
So
Maybe. But you have to.
would
tell
the
people.
clone of you, should you have the ability to sign off on that?
Right, because it's a different person,
Is
right?
it your consciousness, or is it just
A new consciousness.
a new consciousness that happens to be starting from the same place? Because the next second later,
It's divergent already.
it's the virgin already.
Yeah, as a different person.
So, like, legally, that's an interesting concept, right?
Well, yeah, because they're being in this world. They're being treated as not people, right? They're being treated as tools. They're just constructs,
Right.
Which is also definitely not right.
No,
because they definitely have a consciousness.
Well, it's how you get to the whole like second class citizen. It's like, oh, you're a clone.
yeah.
So you're not a real
It's Star
person.
Wars.
Star Wars.
It's, yeah, clone. But also, like, it reminded me of a movie that came out maybe 20 years ago with Arnold, of all things, called Sixth Day, which kind of covers this. And look, I enjoy that movie also, but it covers what happens in that movie. He doesn't realize he's a clone, and he finds out by seeing the real him. He thinks he's like kidnapped or some shit. When he breaks 3 and goes home, he sees that he's already there. He's like, "Oh fuck, I'm a clone."
Yeah.
And then, yeah, and then I think at the end they just decide to like have a threesome. Not threesome. I think they decided, yeah, we're both Arnolds. The wife don't care. Wife is like, I got 2 Arnolds now. We'll just be a 3 family. And how would you feel about that, Bobby? What was that? Another Bobby? Well, you got cloned. And Laura's like, yeah, that's fine. 2 Bobbies. Would you be like, no, I'm Bobby.
I
Can only be one Highlander.
Well, I think, but at least let me. It had to convince you. Don't just jump up and yeah, no, that's fine. I'd be like, wait. What do you mean? Why are you so eager?
That's you though. His exact same personality.
Yeah, but still.
So if you think about it, though,
It's hard to argue with yourself.
you could get an extra day off.
Maybe
So it'd be like, hey, look, you go to work today,
I'll do the next time.
and then
Because you already have all the skills as you.
Yeah.
you could go off and do some, like, I haven't
More
time to do
content.
this.
More content.
Well, yeah. Well, I could also say like, here I am already. Like with my wife, I'm joy policing. I'm like, do you deserve 2 Bobbies? You didn't get a fucking cheesecake for the fucking first one you had. Now you want 2.
No, now we need 2 pieces.
Now
of
you want
cheesecake.
2 to disappoint.
Now you need 2 pieces just for us each to have 1. It's the cheesecake issue.
Yeah. It's like the cheesecake paradox.
So now for you both to have 2, you need 4.
Yeah. It's true.
Yeah. I don't know how about sharing my significant other with my clone. That still doesn't sit right with me.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe.
I come with this hard hitting questions. That's why I'm here.
Maybe.
See, I would say that that next second when they become divergent from you, they're not.
They're not you anymore.
anymore.
Well, there's a different version of you. And what if you lose track of who's the real one? Who's to say who's the real one?
Who's to say?
In Sixth Day with Arnold, there's a way to tell. And there's a way to tell how many times you've been cloned also.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So it's the wrinkles on their butthole.
No, it's a thing in the eyelid. They pull the like eyelid down, and there's like a little mark there. So like he never thought to look because he didn't think it was a clone.
Well,
but
they're
when
not
he
a
looked,
clone
he's
then.
like, "Oh fuck, I'm a clone."
Is it not a clone then? Because he's not the same.
I guess so. Yeah, they can mess with it, and they flash. Remember, they put this little goggles on you to like flash through your eyeballs, your current memory, and then use that as the mind of the clone.
You remember Dark City?
I love Dark City.
I did too.
I fucking love Dark City.
They like went in the middle of the night and like changed everybody's memories
And the buildings.
and the buildings and everything. So like every day you woke up thinking you were someone else.
And you would never, because you remember a whole life that didn't happen, but to
Yeah.
you it's real.
but it like
But it's
it's
real.
It really does go into like the whole like we are just the sum of our memories. Like it's like
It fights, it's trying to fight what a human soul is. It's basically these aliens who want to study humans. They gather a bunch of humans, put this in this like little enclosed city in space, and they do that to try and figure out like what humans are and what human souls are. And if you just keep changing people, would they still be the same person? And you
fucking
kind and you fight like. I mean, of course, there's no answer to that, but at the end, it's just kind of like it's questionable. They could have something deeply seated in them that no matter what memory you give them, that seed will show through.
yeah. Like they're always going to grab that cheese slice, like
That cheesecake slice.
Oh yeah, the cheesecake slice. They're always going to
They're always going to want to say.
always going to want a second, which is really just their first one.
And the worst part is, if that other person cared and they knew, they'd already have
They'd
it.
already have it. They'd already have it.
That's fucked up.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I'd say maybe there's 2 people in the Joy Police Force.
Well, if there was 2 of you, then there would be 2.
No, I'm saying Laura and I.
Yeah, Laura.
They're policing each other.
Lastly, for our movie club, that is gonna happen at some point. Or another.
Yeah.
I've picked out a movie that it's good. You're gonna have to read subtitle. Fuck it.
Yeah, it's your choice.
Hey, it's my choice.
It's
I
your
can make
choice.
you watch whatever I want.
Your movie, your choice.
Yes. I just watched it recently. It's it's a Korean kind of fantasy movie, subtitled.
I've had those. Oh wait, no, go ahead.
It's called Along God's Two Worlds. I really enjoyed it. It's
I don't
actually
think that's the original title.
probably not. I wouldn't know how to say it, but you can look it up on.
I can count to 10.
Prime question mark. It's on one of the services. You can look it up. It's called Along God's Two Worlds. It's uplifting, perhaps.
Oh, wow.
It's positive. It's positive.
Good.
It's positive. It's like it's about a person who can be good. So those things, those types of media has been hitting me better lately. That's kind of what more I want to enjoy versus like what's around in real life.
So are we sharing the movie titles with each other beforehand, or
So we
haven't
haven't figured out
decided.
exactly how it's going to work. The question is like whether we've gone over this for the listeners. I hope I'm not boring you, but like whether to do we all watch it together and then talk about it together. We all watch it separately, gather and talk about it, or we all watch it separately, gather together, watch it together while we talk about it.
So the last one is the most time consuming, but would probably be the best content wise to be able to commentate throughout a movie.
Yeah.
that we've
without
watched
ruining
already.
the experience? of
Correct.
somebody Else.
Yeah, but like the most time saving way of but still doing it would be watching it together. I would want us to watch it, whatever this is together. So we can just look at each other like, huh? Like that, right? That's a good part. Hey, wait, the good part's coming up. Shh, good part.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm down for it. But anyway, I've picked this movie. It's like the gist of it is this firefighter. It starts with this firefighter like saving this kid. He grabs the kid, jumps off the building to like land on the cushion and to like save this kid, and it's fucking great. But he doesn't realize he died. Like he gets up and says, "Oh man, that was a fucking close one," and the kid just runs to his family. And then he was like, "Oh yeah, fucking did good." And he looked back and his body's still there, and everyone's like crying over him because he's a good firefighter. And then he gets taken to the afterlife, and then you get to see his trials and tribulations of the afterlife that has to deal with how he lived his life.
Yeah, that sounds good.
With sci-fi fantasy elements, really good fight scenes. That's not a lot of fight
scenes,
right?
In the afterlife?
Have you watched like Constantine? There's a lot of fighting going on.
Yeah, but like
Constantine is. I don't feel like. I
He
mean,
went to hell and stuff.
yeah, but I feel like that. So, Joey, that battle's been raging on for.
650 years, or whatever the fuck they said. 6,500 years.
That's some old beef. You're dying getting some new beef.
I don't think they had firefighters then.
God, they would have really been outmatched. I'll tell you that much. They're not bloody miracle workers.
But there's action sequences because it's supernatural and stuff. But the action sequences are super fucking cool. Of what there was there, and the story was really good to me. There's multiple moving parts, and I want us to watch it.
Okay, all right.
Okay, so that's the movie, and that's it for me.
Okay. I don't really have a ton. I attended a great party.
The Bash.
Yeah, Boar Bash. Fucking amazing, per usual. It was he throws a party once a year. I look forward to it once a year, and this year was no different. Had an absolute blast. Great people. Got to get involved in some pretty good conversations. My kids love it. They look forward to it. Jana actually posted something on her fucking social media about it that kind of I don't know, warmed my heart a bit. Let me see if I can pull it up, so to speak.
It's a good party when kids aren't an adult party the kids enjoy.
Yeah.
Because kids, I remember as a kid, I did not want to go to fucking grown parties because I was bored most of the time.
So she said, hanging out with people from my dad's work genuinely feels like talking to people my age more than talking to people my age.
I think she is the outlier. She doesn't realize of people her age.
from friends of my father to mentor figures to myself, thank you everyone for all the kindness and patience you showed me when I was a kid up until this point. It means more to me than you could possibly imagine. And then she said the last picture is how everyone at Borbash was trying to explain the concept of 7 days in a week to Mr. Molina.
That motherfucker is
He is impossible sometimes.
it's unbearable.
I love him, dude. I would love to get him out here to do something sometime, but like so to speak. But like we were having a conversation about Drake's record sales.
Okay.
Because I had a bet with him about the amount of records he was going to sell in a week. And he said 1 million. And I said that he was out of his mind and an insane person and might want to check himself in somewhere.
How many should it be?
So I thought, my guess was 400,000.
Okay.
And my guess was 400,000 in that would be a pretty big number for today with where he is in his career, and that it should be a number that's applauded. Like, it's not like a joke. Like, you're shooting for the stars clearly with 1 million, but like 400,000 is nothing to turn your nose up at first week numbers. And he told me that I was insane, and I was like, okay. So we bet a gentleman's bet of just dinner for one another. And he paid his debt last night, as a matter of fact.
How much was the sales?
I quite enjoyed it.
You know, watch him the whole time, just enjoying it.
Yeah, I was like,
It's not the only bet that he made, though. He went on Call Sheet or whatever and put thousands of dollars on 500,000 and 550, I think.
yeah, both of which he lost.
He just lost a bunch of money for no reason.
So the record sales exceeded my expectations. But they were 460,000.
Oh, you were spot on.
But I was pretty close. Joey.
That is, when it comes to big numbers like that, that's pretty much spot on.
I was pretty close. So I text him when the numbers got published. I text him a picture of the publishing of the numbers, and I said 460. It's almost like I know what I'm talking about. So at this party, he was trying to say, but it doesn't account for Friday. And I was like, Molina, it published Friday afternoon. It counts for Friday. And he was like, no, because it came out Friday. And I was like, Molina, it came out at 12 a.m. Friday morning. Yeah. The numbers were published 4 p.m. Friday afternoon. He was like, right. So you don't get Friday. And I was like, Molina,
you actually get extra time.
Dude. So I said, put your hands into fists and have them face me. And he did it. And I was like, Friday to Saturday. And I put one little piggy out. And I was like, 1, Saturday to Sunday, 2. And we went all the way. And like, as we're getting started, he's nodding with me. Like, he's nodding with me like, I got your ass. You keep going.
Wait till we get to the
wait till you see how
There's
this
that trap right around the corner.
Wait till you see how this plays out. And then we finally get to Thursday to Friday, 7 days in a week. And then he's like, no, hold on. And then my wife jumps in. She's like, wait, what? And she'll deny it. But I'm pretty sure she was getting ready to argue on Molina's behalf because she just assumed I was wrong.
She saw your piece of cheesecake.
I think
was like, I'm gonna take that away.
So I think she saw that it involved numbers and assumed that I had fucked it up.
Fair.
But I got 1 to 10, easy, easy. Piece of cheesecake that I don't have.
No fractions, no decimals, just fucking integers, 1 to 10.
Correct. So then she was like, "What?" And I was like, and I went through it with her, and she's like, "Oh." And then she looked back at me like, "Yeah, like idiot."
Why are you guys debating this?
I find that he's not the only one with problem with dates because they work with numbers. I'm glad you count that way. I also count that way when it comes to dates because Friday to Friday is actually 8 days. Same
Correct.
with months. First to first is actually 1 extra day.
8
You don't count
days a week. I've been working on it.
So yeah, counting from 1 to 2, 2 to 3 helps you visualize that. Yeah, like 12 a.m. Friday would have been the cutoff. He actually got a whole extra like 14 hours.
Yes.
16 hours.
Yes.
Yeah. So maybe it would have been down some more, closer to your number.
Maybe. But you know what? I was willing to just err on the side of they were just calculating the numbers and just took them a few to publish it, whatever.
Yeah.
But those were the first week numbers.
Yes.
But anyway, it was still fun. You know what I mean? Because you're like, everybody's drinking, everybody's having like, and then everybody's getting involved. Then you start calling each other idiot and everything. But like, it's just a good time.
Yeah, it's just like how I try to explain to you the number system is not the same as the letter system. But that's fine.
I got in. I had some really good conversations and jokes, and it's a little bit of instigating and prodding and poking, and so to speak, and all. It was just a good time. So I think I told this story last week, but I wanted to tell you. We were at this restaurant, and the restaurant had 2 bathrooms, and they were both unisex bathrooms,
Okay.
Which I'm okay with.
Yeah.
And on the symbol on the side of the doors, there was a male and then a slash, like pants. I should just say a person in pants, and then a slash, and then a person in a dress.
Yeah.
Right. And I think it's almost like a study of like human conformity, but both were occupied. Right. I went to one, and my family went to the other. Theoretically, we should have just split it. Somebody's going to have 3, somebody's going to have 2 because there's 5 of us.
Yeah.
But I went to one, and all the girls went to the other to line up for bathroom use, which is kind of interesting on a sociological, map. But
Unless they're expecting you to bomb that motherfucker.
yes, which they know I would never do.
not in public.
Not in a million years. So, we all finished going to the bathroom. We're getting back on the road, and she's like, I don't want to have to do that again. And Leia said this. And I was like, do what? And she's like, I don't want to go to the bathroom in the men's bathroom. And I was like, you didn't go to the bathroom in the men's bathroom. She's like, I 100% went to the bathroom in the men's bathroom. And I was like, you didn't. There was a sign. It was for both. It was men and women. She was like, well, when I went into the bathroom, there was a schlong bucket there. I was like, what? And she was like, a bucket where boys put their schlong and then they pee. And I was like, what? And then Jana goes, she's talking about a urinal. And I was like, oh.
Does she think
My God.
the schlong goes in?
I guess so.
No one taught her. How would you know?
But just the fact that this wasn't a new term for her. This is something she calls it regularly, a schlong bucket. I've also had some really good laughs recently. So I'm talking about like one punching pillows.
What?
Pillows. Punching
I
pillows.
shouldn't have said it.
Punching pillows.
Punching cushions, because I couldn't get my breath to stop from laughing because it was so fucking funny to me. One time collapsed against a wall, knees buckled. I looked like the cover of an Eminem album or something. Like, just down on my luck, but like just can't stand up from laughing. So let me tell you all 3. We'll start with the dick one. So we were talking about wiping. No, I forget. We were talking about using the bathroom, right?
The schlong bucket.
The schlong bucket. And Jana was doing an impression of a boy at the bathroom, right? And she's like this. She's like, so then, a boy's finished, and they're finishing up. And I was like, what is? And for those listening, she's holding obviously a dick with her left hand, and her right hand is like rubbing polishing the top of it. And I was like, and like everybody's just going along with this, and I was like, what's the right hand doing? And she was like, wiping it off.
Oh, she thinks that we wipe.
I wipe.
Do you really?
I'm uncircumcised, my guy.
Oh, that's fair.
I don't want to trap that shit in my skin.
That's fair.
So maybe Jana's more right than we are.
Maybe.
There are man wipes. Have you gone to Dante's? Have you gone to Dante's house? If you use his bathroom, he has man wipes. I know he wipes.
I don't know what those are.
I thought those were for your asshole.
Sorry to out your business if you didn't want it to out there, Dante. But yeah, it's a hygienic. It's like wet wipes, but small and next to the toilet, and you can use it to wipe yourself for hygiene.
Yeah, so I give that motherfucker a few shakes, then we're back to work, boys.
It's one of the reasons I sit down to pee.
Yeah. So anyway, so when she said, that's what you guys do when you finish, right? You just
polish it. I don't polish it like that.
And I just I lost it. So then let me tell you the second one. This is a Leia one. Then I'm going to tell you the one that I find the funniest, but I've told this a couple times now, and people don't laugh at it the way that I laugh at it.
Sometimes you have to be there.
Sometimes you have to be there.
Joy police.
Joy police. They're joy policing me.
Enjoying it enough.
No,
So
you're
the-
joy policing them for not enjoying it enough.
Yes. Okay, that's fair. So the second one was another Leia story. So we have this contraption, and it's a. Were you there when I was telling this yesterday? Okay, it's a little green fella. He's about 4 or 5 inches tall. Fat boy. Cartoon inspired, all green though, so it looks like an inanimate living thing, but not living, but it looks like a cartoon character or something, or like a stick figure come to life, but fat. And he's got his hands on his belly, and his head splits in half.
Okay.
And inside of where the bottom half of his head is a square opening that you can stick a stick of butter into.
Okay. A butter boy.
A butter boy. So you can, from the back, so to speak, you can upside down the bottom of his feet.
Yeah.
You can push and apply pressure to the butter so you can butter your corn or whatever the case may be. And is it called a butter boy?
I call it butter boy.
Okay, so we call it a butter boy too, but I thought maybe we just came up with that.
I learned the term in the South.
Okay, all right. Well,
So
let's
it's
go.
gotta be legit.
So anyway, butter boy, right? So we had corn the other night, and it wasn't good, by the way. But
The corn or the butter
corn.
Oh.
And we're just not in season yet. We're not ready. She tried to push it. If she tried to force it, jump into it with both feet, you got to calm down. We're not there yet. We're close, but we're not quite there yet. So we're buttering the corn, which she is. I saw it on the plate, and I was like, that shit ain't ready yet. So I abstained. But she's buttering, and she's like, "Where's the butter boy?" And then people are like, "Yeah, where is the butter boy?" And Leia sinks her head down. I know where the butter boy is. And we're like, "Where is it?" And Leia says, "It's in my room." Yeah, that's him.
You know what I Googled?
What?
Butter boy.
And it came right up.
Burst thing.
Yeah. So mine is all green. There's no paint apps. But,
You got a third party.
yeah, third party. Or maybe I got the Hasbro one. But so anyway,
in my room?
we're like, well, go get it. So she goes to get the butter boy, brings it down, and I know something's fucked up. I know from the way that she sunk her head in shame that it's fucked up. Now, she's got a little kitchen set up there. So the easy way out there is to say, I got this butter boy for the kitchen set. But I know she ain't get that butter boy for the kitchen set. I know something else was going on with that butter boy. So I'm like,
I'm nervous.
what's going on with the butter boy? And Laura tries to jump in, and she always wants to lead the witness. That's another thing that drives me nuts with the kids. She wants to lead the witness. I'm like, you're giving them good lies.
Yeah, you're giving them an out.
Stop. But she's like, she was probably using it for her kitchen set. And I was like, she was not using it for her kitchen set. Were you? And she shook her head. And I was like, what the fuck were you doing with that butter boy? And
It's some kid next door. that butter family ain't fucking good. It ain't right. There's something wrong with them. What were you out there doing with that butter boy?
and she was like,
We were just playing, I swear.
so then she said, I took him in the shower. So now the whole table puts their food down. Like, wait, what? And she's like, I was trying to get my loofah and I couldn't reach it. So I was trying to find something that I could like dispense soap in. And then I had the idea, the butter boy. So she came downstairs, got the butter out the butter boy, washed the butter boy out, took the butter boy upstairs, filled it with liquid soap, and tried to use the butter boy to. So then now me and the other two kids are laughing. My wife is appalled, right? And me and the other two kids are laughing. And Jana's like, nobody's ever using that butter boy again. And she was like, what? Why? Why wouldn't you? She's like, you washed your ass with the butter boy. And she was like, no, I didn't. And she's like, yes, you did. Yes, you did. And she's like, I didn't because I tried on my arm and it didn't work well. And then Leia was like, I would have washed my ass with the butter boy. But it didn't work well, so I used it on my arm and then I discarded the butter boy. And so anyway, it was just like we were laughing our asses off.
So then she re-washed out the butter boy.
And just had it in her room. I guess she was going to plan to like sneak it back downstairs at some point, but she was probably concerned about the soap in it and like didn't want to fuck that up. So whatever. All right, so then
The kid's thinking. She was trying.
so then the last one is so Selena has had this friend since she was crawling. Right. They live next door to each other. She's like, you know, they went through a little tough time this year, which is kind of like I'm still not over it yet, but they're cool again, whatever. But she has been like a member of our family, you know, like we've considered her family.
Almost like the Butter Boy.
Almost like the Butter Boy. But she's a sweet girl, or at least she has been. I don't know, just like I said, I got weird feelings about this last year, but she has
With Halloween.
She has been a sweet girl, right? Yeah, she's been, and so she was over the other night. She slept over the other night, and we were talking about somebody that we know that recently got veneers or dentures. You know, they had like their teeth were in bad shape. They had their teeth removed and dentures put in. And so she said, "Why did he get dentures?" And I was like, "Because he doesn't have any teeth." You know, girl, you know, and she was like, "Was he born that way?" And I fucking lost it. It was the
After this innocent girl's
dude.
question.
It was the funniest shit I had ever heard because I wanted to say, "Well, no, but yes."
So you see how it works is. Well, I mean, technically,
You know,
are you born with teeth below?
No,
Like
baby skulls are horrifying to look at. Have you see them? Because all your teeth are already in your head.
That's what I'm saying.
They're fucking a baby skull. I mean, for multiple reasons, because it's a baby and it's dead and it's a skull. But it's like just a fucking face full of teeth.
Baraka.
Yeah.
So like I was like, so then I went on this whole like tangent of it where I like acted like it was a condition.
No, come on. She's
So you're fucking with some 13-year-old girl.
Yeah, and so to speak, and everybody's laughing, including her, because she's a good spirit. But like, I was like, oh my god, did you hear what happened to Jimmy? Like, no, what happened? Jimmy, like, what? He was born with no teeth. Oh, I've heard about that. Like, I've heard about that condition of just being born toothless.
Toothless.
And it was just the funniest shit in the world to me. Anyway, and then I started watching when we came back from Boston. I started watching with Jaina the HBO show of John Adams. And we're on it. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
It's fucking fantastic.
What is
It's
it?
John Adams. It's a HBO show miniseries about the second president of the United
Oh, that John Adams. I
Yeah.
was like, what other?
Samuel's cousin, who anyway, it's about like it starts off with him taking the that is fucked.
That's a baby skull.
Yeah, it starts off with him taking the job as the attorney for the British soldiers that were responsible for the Boston Massacre.
Okay.
Because he's the only one that would defend them in United States court. Well, it wasn't United States at
He
the
was
time,
the
but
public defender.
colonial court.
Well, I think it's the whole the basis for everybody deserves representation. Regardless.
Yeah.
Correct.
Public
Correct.
defender.
So,
Yeah.
yeah,
We
so
talked about that a couple weeks ago.
his whole thing was he hated the British, hated what was going on with them.
Still deserved.
But he was like, if we don't have fair justice in this country, are we even a country to begin with?
Or we're just like the British.
Correct. And so he stood up to do it, and because he had such a strong reputation, he was, I won't say forgiven, but people looked past it, and that's how he was able to kind of continue and be something, the founding fathers and blah 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 blah. But anyway, the show's fantastic. I want to say Paul Giamatti plays John Adams, does a fantastic job.
He's got range.
Yeah, yeah,
he
he's
does
amazing.
really goofy
He's
shit
amazing.
sometimes, but he does real serious sometimes.
Yeah. So we're watching it again. I haven't seen it since probably early 2000 when it first came out on.
I think it was like 02.
Yeah, something like that.
Time as what's the Wild West one?
Wild
Deadwood.
Wild West with
Deadwood.
Yeah.
Which is fucking amazing.
Yeah, my wife loves that show. So anyway, we're watching it and it's great. And that's all I got to say about that. Notes wise, just a couple things. Nothing.
Yeah.
R.I.P. to John
Blanche, man.
the kind of visual kind of guy go to for the grim dark, as it is often
I mean,
called.
he gave the original look and feel of 40K. Like
Yep.
his art is what like immediately recognizable, and I think drew a lot of people to it. It's very different. Mm-hmm. It's iconic.
That version 2.0 or whatever that was like the box set.
Yes, with
he
the
did
Blood Angels.
Yep,
Yep,
he did the cover work for
Fucking
it.
Iconic.
et cetera, et cetera. So
All of the Primarch's original like concepts were made by him.
yeah,
It's just a lot of things that Games Workshop didn't make or didn't have lore for, didn't come up with till like relatively recently. He had art for.
Yep.
All those years ago.
100%. So
I guess he's part of what 40K is.
yeah, I remember like, you know, even like I think a sign of its times. I think they still actually try to continue it now, but looking through those old 40K books when I was first getting into it, like the one that had the it was like the original rule book, Rogue Trader.
Yes, with the
pile of-
Imperial Fist on top with the guy holding a orc head.
And looking through it, and somehow like I'm dumb, but I'm not an idiot. Like I can see the year it was published.
Yeah.
You know, and somehow it still felt ancient to me.
Yeah.
In some way, like you know, shit like that was so cool. The vibe that it had
So
around it,
good.
and he's
So
responsible for so much of it. So
Yeah, and as much I loved, I mean, the new art, it's like technically better, right?
yes, yeah, right,
And
right.
aesthetically could be arguably
Arguably,
bit better.
yeah.
But like I feel like it loses some of the vibe. Like you don't get the same, like it doesn't evoke the same emotions and world building just from looking at a piece of John Blanche art to like something
Because there's something
new.
about that John Blanche art, the fact that it's not as perhaps like elegant and sophisticated makes it feel old.
Yes.
In a way that like you look at like old, like an old painting in a Bible like that has like a picture every now and then.
Yeah.
And it feels like
You had
that.
a picture Bible?
So like,
Bobby had to have a picture Bible.
so
Oh no.
So when I was a kid, this is actually one of the first times I questioned the Bible and got in some shit over it. So I had my
Somebody draw stick figures and you're like, there's a picture in mine.
so my Bible had like my Bible was horrifying. I found it to be a terrifying piece of fucking literature.
It is.
Well, if you read it, it's a pretty terrifying story.
Yeah, but who's got time for all that? So like, but like, it was like one of those Bibles, like it had this the kind of the Bible page that texture of the paper that just
that you roll blunts with.
yeah. And every like, not that it was on the number or whatever, but every 20 pages or 50 pages or whatever, there would be like a full illustration page in there, or that some piece of art that came from something that they're like including in. And my mom had a Bible. And I was looking at both one time, and there was one painting that had Jesus nailed to the cross, and another painting had Jesus tied to the cross. And I was like, well, which one is it? And then they were like, well, it was nailed. I was like, well, this is in the Bible too. And they're like, yeah, but that's just a picture. And it's like, so you can just put anything, and yeah. I was basically told shut my mouth, but that was at a very young age. But so it did have pictures in it, but that, the anatomy and the stuff, just with lack of education and time, some of those old paintings, like they don't stand up in the same way that like a painting of anatomy would stand up today by like a master painter. Right. Yeah. But because of that, the painting feels like it's of the time of the thing that you're reading.
It was painted like somebody at the base.
Correct.
Yes.
Correct.
Yes.
And that's the same way that John Blanche
Yes.
art felt. Like
got a
somebody
little
did
historical-
it of olden times and was painting something he was witnessing rather than something that you heard about and then were recreating.
Yes. I love.
Yeah. So rest in peace and thoughts and prayers to friends, family, and fans.
He was like 80 or something.
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
a good run.
He only retired a few years ago from Games Workshop, and he still did work. Right?
Yeah. Yeah. X-Men 97 trailer.
Yeah, as good as
So good.
So good. Just like it used to be.
So good. I imagine it's going to be as good, so good as the as the first season. I will say the scene that got me is that panning shot at the end where it was like, it seems like every X-Men ever is together and they all kind of are igniting their powers, like ding, 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 ding. It actually reminds me of an old, people won't even know probably what I'm talking about. It was an old Jim Lee like Uncanny X-Men era that he did a long poster. And like everybody's kind of using their powers. I want to say that Colossus and Havoc and somebody else were at the center of it. Anyway, it sparked that for me. That did grab me. The rest of it kind of feels like a paint by numbers approach. Like we know the formula,
being
we knows what works, but being so good, being so good. And then the Lanterns trailer.
I don't give a shit.
I don't give a shit either.
Oh no, you wanted to give a shit about this one.
I do.
Oh man,
I do want to, and yet I do not.
it felt a little campy. It
does feel a little campy.
A little bit soulless.
A little bit soulless.
Okay, so I thought sometimes I could be biased. So I
Is
thought
that Hal Jordan that's feeling like a drunk?
I'm not familiar enough to know that he's not a drunk.
Yeah, like Hal Jordan. I mean,
I don't know why you got to call drunks a bad name.
yeah. If anybody, I shouldn't. But yeah. I mean, like Jon Stewart he seems fine. He seems like a Jon Stewart. Seems like
Daily Show was good.
Seems kind of straight laced, military esque. Like all those things kind of check out. Hal Jordan seems like disheveled, and I don't know. I don't know.
Maybe it's an origin story. Is it an origin story?
Sounds like a Jon Stewart origin story.
Maybe he'll get his shit together or something.
Maybe we can hope.
But yeah, it didn't make me want to watch it.
Me neither. And then the only other thing I included is AI Stan Lee.
Oh man, my prophecy of the faceless.
Yeah,
it's coming true and truer by the day.
But my thing with that is like, I was under the impression that they filmed a whole bunch of random sequences with him at the end. Like they filmed when the last time that they had him in to film, they filmed like 30 different things. Like, get a cup of coffee. Like, oh, you lose the last piece of toilet paper on the bathroom, Stanley. And we'll figure out how to tie this shit into a Marvel movie at some point. So I'm a little...
Either that or they got a whole bunch of footage to drive the AI.
Or it was on their hard drive and it crashed.
Nobody backed it up?
Nobody backed up the Stanley footage. But I was a little disheartened to think that maybe they weren't going to use the real footage. Now, if it's like, hey, we're just planning for when we run out of real footage, everything is finite, I'm kind of more okay with that. But
I just had a random, I not thought of the thing we were talking about people being cloned and stuff, and the hard drive. Like, and if this is possible in the future where we are technically immortal because we will do this thing, right? We will be reprinting ourselves, or so we don't die, and we'll always be whatever shape we are in, and then our memories will continue because we'll keep refreshing every day. What if a hard drive breaks down then? And so we lost Grandpa's memories.
Yeah.
Then what?
Kill him.
Oh, don't print them again.
Yeah, because I mean he's no longer him.
You can print an older version of him.
Oh, that's true. Well, then, but at that point, you're backing up anyway.
I mean, it'll be horrifying. It's like those people in comas. There's been a few cases where they wake up like 30 years later, and they're just fucking frail and old, and in their mind it's 1984.
And then they give them a shield and make them go.
Nice. Nice.
So the other side,
but like I think there's a horror. That's like real life, like body horror / psychological horror.
Yeah.
You just lost 30 years. You got in a car wreck at 20. You are fucking 50 something, and fucking been hooked up to machines, and everyone you know is older and or dead. So you go to sleep and then you wake up, it's like 2070.
Yeah.
Don't wake me up at that point.
So the other thing about your like the immortal thing is, like, people would stop having kids.
You would Love, Death plus Robot covered this in one of the episodes. It's like in a society where you can be immortal, you are not allowed to have kids, and then that's going to be a
because
problem.
the population just go
right. So, but then there become a problem with people like wanting the rights to have kids, and then
Well, no, I'm just thinking like that it kind of stops the human race. from developing.
yeah, it's completely static. As well biologically, but like people would still be making advances. You would think they would have an infinite amount of time to work on new things.
Yeah, but it all comes down to like that person that thinks a particular way and is involved in a particular situation to have a breakthrough. You wouldn't have the diversity of people,
And you wouldn't have a new pool of experiences
right?
from birth, because like yeah,
How many Einsteins were ever born?
right.
You know what I mean? Like,
And you can't. It's not just from experience. It's not like if you live long enough, you'll become an Einstein. You just kind of have to be born like that partially.
yeah, like
You have to do work, but like
Born this way? Lady Gaga was. Even though, ironically, it's kind of a rip-off of a Madonna record, but... we don't need to make a big deal about that. I guess
multiple people can be born the same way.
that's true. That's true.
So yeah, so it's to me, it's like the death of the advancement, because you would just you'd be stuck with, this is what we have now. We don't have any
stagnant society.
Yeah.
And then questions, Joey. Did you want to tackle the previous ones?
Well, how would you ask a question?
Great question yourself, Vero.
You can email us at nerdrageradiomail@gmail.com.
Have you seen Takara are doing Monster Hunter and Zoids crossover under T-Spark brand? Yes, there's an great nostalgia. I think it's great. I think I have mixed feeling about crossover things. I think it waters down brands a lot of times when you do it too much. But when it makes sense and it's not just done willy-nilly, like the Monster Hunter Transformer things.
Well, if it makes dollars.
Yeah.
I thought it was completely fucking stupid, the Transformers Monster Hunter. But this makes sense. Zoids are big robot monsters, technically, and you making a Monster Hunter version of it makes sense. Because, Zoids are mechanical, war machines, like tanks. But they're based off animals, so they're like cheetahs and gorillas and birds or whatever.
Okay.
So it would make sense that they can make whatever the fuck they want. They'd be like,
Sure.
so that at least makes sense to me. That's specialized war machines. I was curious if you. I don't know who wrote these, so I'm answering you. I was curious if you watched season 2 of One Piece live action show on Netflix. I don't recall you discussing. Yeah, I talked about that one time. I was talking about the cum gutters.
Wild.
Yeah.
What?
Just a random.
Just the term.
Gutters out there.
I mean, some of us have them. I have never seen an episode of the animation, so I don't have any connection to the lore aside from the live action show, which I find charming and very fun to watch. It's silly and campy and all over the place in the best way. All traits I typically despise in television, but for this show, it just works and pulls me into the world and makes me believe it. I was mainly curious from your perspective. Hello. How this live action show is versus the animation and how they are pacing compared to the cartoon with 1,200 episodes. I hope we're back to positive and happy, Joey's. I'm hoping I'm back to positive. I'm trying to be happy and positive. That was a good run. That was the only run in my life where I was happy. It was like a whole year plus that was fucking happy. I want to get back to that. But anyways, the Netflix, yes, because I think I talked about it before, that they went all in. They didn't try to make these characters look realistic at all, and the personalities are wild, but not too wild, I guess, most of them. So it works and drives you. It suspends the disbelief. You don't. Your mind doesn't try to make these real people. You're in a really fucking wacky world, and these are really wacky characters. So you are allowed to go with it, and I think it works. The pacing wise, I don't know how they can't just until the AI faces people, which they will. These actors just will age out of the show if they keep going, because in the 1,200 episodes of all the stories so far in One Piece, it's only been a few years. It hasn't been that many years. So for them at this pace to keep coming out with seasons, these actors are going to be old. Even the voice actor, actually a couple of the voice actors either died and or quit the original Japanese cast because they've literally been voicing these characters for 30 plus years. Like Frankie, the voice for Frankie is in the 70s or 80s. The voice of Luffy is this lady who's old lady. So yeah, even the voice actors are aging out of the roles. So yeah, I don't know. I would like to see more of this live action, but if I don't, that's okay too. I think they've done a really good job, much better than I thought it was going to be for a live action adaptation of a really off the wall anime series. And if you like the live action so far, I think you would love the anime and or manga. That's my take.
There you go.
And cum gutters. There's a lot of cum gutters.
So Paul C writes in, Happy New Year, gents. With the weather finally getting warmer, we are rapidly approaching summer. To you, what does summer smell like? Is it the fresh cut grass? Is it the firing up of the grill? And just because I know someone will mention it, likely Bobby, I will preemptively mention the cum tree. What the fuck is up with that tree? I'm sure there are other scents that also feel like summer.
The cum tree, man. I thought I was insane for the longest time because every time I've brought it up, people think I'm crazy.
Yeah,
but apparently it's a regional thing.
Yeah, oh, is it?
I think it's like a large region, but like people in fucking Seattle, Washington has never smelled cum in the air like we have.
Not what I hear.
Are you saying? Are you saying the tree smells different, or they don't have it, or are you saying that their cum smells different?
I think their trees cum smells different than human cum, where our trees have human cum.
I don't think either one of those is accurate.
I'm not a tree scientist.
A tree cum scientist.
I don't know.
Tree cum scientist.
I mean, like, I think, like, when I when I think of like firing up the grill and all that shit, like, I think of spring. Like, and I like a lot of those scents that are kind of associated with that. Like, even like people that like burn their leaves and shit from, you know, like smelling that in the air. It's like, oh fuck, it's spring. You know, and that grill, I do love the smell of a grill getting started. Summer, I think the only thing that makes me think about the smell of summer, because I'm not a big outside at summer person.
Exactly.
I'm like, I hate the heat.
Yes.
I despise it. It's my least favorite season of the year.
Yes. Look at us agreeing. Bobby.
Yeah, I hate it. So like a lot of times, like I'll want to go get shit out of my mailbox, and I'll look out the window and I'll see the air is like moving.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, you know what, that shit can wait. There's no letter in that mailbox that's important enough for me to endure this.
You'll feel it. Like immediately under the sun, you're just like, I'm searing.
Yeah, it's like a fat girl sitting on your neck.
The only thing.
Oh, you would know.
Man, on a good day.
So like the smell of like summer at night is interesting. I don't know how to describe it.
There's probably a word for it in French or something like that, but not in English.
Yeah. Well, I like even like the smell of like you know, I'm not a beach person, but I like the smell of the beach, like the salt water in the air, kind of like
Rotten
sand.
seafood.
yeah.
The dumpsters that are just baking
With crab. So like crab dumpsters is a smell of summer around here.
Oh my God.
It is the smell of summer around here.
Yikes.
And like I'll tell you this too, like after spending after spending
Crab
a
fest.
fair amount of time in Boston, crab is greater than lobster in the discussion for me.
If you had to pick one, I think crab is more versatile. I think there's more ways I can have crab and enjoy it. Lobster is just like maybe 3 or 4 ways, but crab can come in a lot of different ways.
Yeah,
You can put it on a pretzel.
You can put it on a toast. You can make it.
You can put it in a Rangoon.
But I like that. Like it's just more tender. It's just more tender. Like I like.
Yeah, it's a different flesh.
Yeah.
But I want to say, speaking of summer and grills and smell, completely off the wall, surprising to me. Just a few days ago, Krista asked, "Is it Skullfest this year? Are you using Skullfest usually around this time of year?" I'm like, "Oh shit, I didn't even think about that."
July?
And I had to look. I had to fucking log on to Facebook, Bobby.
Yeah.
I had to fucking log on to Facebook to let her know that it's July. And I was just completely took me by surprise that she's been asking about
things. Yeah.
I think we were talking about food the other day or something. Oh, Memorial Day. She's like, "Oh, is Bobby having something on Memorial Day?" It's like, "No, I think they're in Boston."
Yeah,
it's like,
we
okay,
were.
but she's been asking about
Like just get-togethers and stuff.
here with
Okay.
you.
All right. Well, let me see.
I remember you used to be like, "I don't think she likes me," but like she talked about you an awful lot.
No, I think that her and I have grown over the years.
Yeah, because she asked about stuff.
Yeah.
So like, if you ever do like,
All right.
let us
I
know.
would like to do more. I just always feel like I'm asking too much of people.
Well, even she's asking about it. So.
Well, cool. So Majin Planet writes in and says, "Greetings NRR. Seems like it's been a while. Hope all the crew is doing well. Good health, good sex, and good rest. Just wanted to stop by and ask a few questions for the team. I'll start off with Joey.
Oh my God, I'm so popular lately.
Joey, I have a question for you. Have you ever made or do you know how to make an egg roll?"
I have one, but no, I don't cook at all. I've
You
watched
push it.
I've watched my grandma make it back in the day.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Farrell, I went out on a date
That's a
last week.
random question?
Last week, well, it was the "you push it" is the tag.
Oh,
It was-
okay.
yeah.
Okay. I thought it was you.
No. I wish I was that clever. Farrell, I went out on a date last weekend with a 27-year-old. For context, I'm 43. I don't know why, but the more she talked, the more I started thinking about your ordeal. Sadly, it didn't end too well. I asked for the check, and the waiter asked if I wanted a box for leftovers. I told him I don't like fighting. Moving on. Oh, wanted a box for leftovers. That's two. That's two.
I should get you too. Watch it.
Maybe. Bobby, good sir. Hope the family is doing well and Pops too. I've been working on my display. I thought I was ready, but then May's episode of 4 Dummies dropped and I realized I'm not ready yet. Then I realized I'm too short to hang the fishing wire for what I want to do, so I went to a neighbor and asked to borrow a ladder. He handed me one and told me it was his step ladder. Then he followed it up with, I never knew my real ladder.
That's a great joke.
Oh, speaking of fucking just uncontrollably laughing, me and Chris were watching, as we do after a few episodes of collection critique drops. We watched like 4 or so in a row. Did you guys make fun of people and stuff? That's fine because it's fair.
Right.
But it was like this episode and it was a first person and you didn't seem like you were having fun. You went in, it sounded like you were upset at this person. And then you're like, this is just things on flat surfaces. And we fucking lost it.
It is sometimes like and like
You were not having
I think I get frustrated with some of the like.
It's like, why would you send this? Why would you send these pictures?
Yes, because I know at this point I'm okay.
Are you still working through some things from 3 years ago?
No. We're in this year. We're
in this year
we're
now.
coming
Wow.
out in the home stretch. I think at this point, people should know better. So like if somebody has just a complete disaster,
Yeah.
send it. Right? Because like it's something that's so disastrous that like it's gonna be fun.
Yes.
Right? Or if you have something interesting or unique or good, send it. And send anything. We're down to take a look at it. But when we get the same like here's just a flat surface with 1,000 things sitting on it.
On a windowsill even.
You know, it's like, what do you want me to say about this? It's too crowded. It's too much. It looks like trash. Like, and I don't mean trash like how in like I don't even mean trash in like the trendy way to say it. Like it looks like things of no value to you. You know, et cetera, et cetera. So I think sometimes I just get
You are on a roll. You just fucking went off on this guy for like 3 minutes and then you're moving on. And you went to the next one. It's like, fuck. I think you just lost a fucking follower there.
Yeah, I mean, you know, but the question is, like, do you sacrifice? You know, I think about that shit
I enjoyed it.
all the time. Like, okay, so this person's obviously like committed enough to the content coming out of this space that he's willing to send pictures of his collection to be critiqued. Do I just shit on this person, or do I try to curb it? And I think he deserves
To be shot on.
well, not that he deserves to be shit, but he deserves to get the fullest version of me, so to speak, that he can receive.
The thing is, like, most of the times when you shit on people, and fair, like all of you start shitting on something, it's like in fun and in jest. And so I'll just put it in a D-top and then throw it in a dumpster. But it felt like it was something from the inside. It felt like it came from inside of you.
Did this person just take their collection and put it out on a table to display it for just the picture?
No, it's like how he keeps it.
Yes. There's a collection display. It's just like however your house normally is, take a picture of what that is.
Yeah,
And let the bobbies and the dummies critique it.
Oh yeah, that's crazy.
yeah. And so then he said, all jokes aside, it's been a real busy month for me. It's only getting busier. Still listening, of course, every week. Lastly, Bobby, I got one for Laura on the next Bye Boogie Bop. Ask her what genre are national anthems. Country. Take care. Oh, very well done. Logan K writes in, what's up, wizards? Hey, Joey, why should you never trust stairs?
God, I'm the receiving end of this. I was free from this for 2 weeks. What is?
Because they're always up to something. You know what I mean? And then I think that's it. That's it. I got a couple other things. One, I'm going to put from Blaster. I'm going to put this link to a video he sent into next week's notes.
Oh, well, it's been a minute.
So we can kind of look over it, but I don't think we're ready to have a conversation regarding
Okay.
it yet. And then I got an email here from Lily from Duran Media. So the person the last time that I was like,
Yeah, that you responded to?
they responded. They were like, okay, yeah. And I was like, so fuck, I just kind of made a joke about it on the last show. I hope they don't get offended now and like don't want, but you know, what are you going to do?
If they don't get the joke, then do we want them here?
Yeah, that's a fair point.
So are they coming?
I don't know. They said we'll let you know when we're going to be there. I was like, okay. I'm Lily from
I'm
Duran,
interested.
Duran Media. We're currently managing the influencer campaign for Transformers Eternal War, a new mobile strategy RPG launching this summer. Blah, blah, blah. We're booking slots for July, specifically a 60 integration. Oh, for me to put a 3-minute commercial in my video. So that's not going to happen. But I will write Lily Zong back today and say I'm down to interview one of your creators. I'm not interested in promoting your product.
So how do you spell Duran?
Duron maybe.
Oh,
I'm guessing.
Like Duron Media. How do you spell it?
Dorun Media. This is a new person.
Wait, like,
They had this Transformer game coming out as an RPG, and I'm guessing they just looked at Transformer.
People who does Transformers stuff.
Yeah.
What happened? No, we're talking about the sci-fi guy, or the sci-fi writer person that wanted to tap.
Yeah, that wasn't they. No, they're the ones that said, "Well, that's probably not possible." But what you could do, they give me some tips. Let me know what I could do. I could put a mannequin in the chair and remove the head, and put an iPad where the head should be, and have him pop up on screen of the iPad to film it.
Interesting.
Thanks for your input.
Duron Media is located in Hong Kong.
Yeah, I picked that up from the name.
Racist.
Detective is the way I like to call it.
Some would say I'm a racist, but others would say I'm a detective.
All right. So shout out to Phil on Twitter and our notes. Shout out to Dante on Facebook. And with that,
Flappy labius.
Moist eyes.
tight dick player.
Good